Good morning, Denise. 4-Speed, Eli Family, 1983. Willow, Sonia. Good morning, Denise. 4-Speed, Eli Family, 1983. Willow and Sonia. Good morning to you all.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Wait, I just saw, oh, geez, more peeps putting on funny costumes and chasing a ball like a dog. Are you talking about football? Oh.
Yep.
4-Speed. My husband's team got beat by the main rival in our area. It's Auburn versus Alabama. And yeah, he got
whomped on by Ohio.
So, yeah, he was not too happy. Oh.
Good morning, Dollar Tree. Goodies 5 and more and Tattoo Toy Hunter. Good morning, Dollar Tree. Goodies 5 and more and the Tattoo Toy Hunter. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Good morning, Craig. Good morning to you.
Good morning, you guys. Oh.
Good morning to Joel. Good morning to you. Good morning to Joel. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh. Eli missed his song, Traci.
Oh, good morning to Eli Family 1983. Good morning, Eli Family 1983.
I see NASCAR. I see Derek.
Good morning to Derek. Good morning to you. Good morning to Derek. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. Yay. We got a full house already.
I didn't know it.
Full house. And I had told Willow, I said, I got my willow rings on. And I said, and my Mystic Days arm and hand warmers, you guys. My Mystic Days done these. I told her if she would get her a PayPal started, she could sell these things.
Heck yeah.
That frees up my hands to type, and I like that. Thank you, Eli. I'm awesome too.
I wouldn't want to admit my worst of my faults, but it would free up my fingers to smoke and light my lighter. Because we all know I'm a smoker and I shouldn't be, and it's a bad thing. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. It's kind of true, Dwayne.
I do talk with my hands. I always have. You gotta understand, I grew up in a big family that 2 uncles and a grandmom that would live with us, and I'd be the little girl, hey, trying to be loud and be seen. So my little hands was up.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Kadia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kadia. Good morning to you.
Good morning, and welcome. Aw, 4-Speed. Only if I can claim you on my taxes.
Yeah. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Myra. Good morning. I'm speechless. We're in the twilight zone. If I'm speechless,
You're speechless.
Yeah, Derek's getting hit with the snowstorm. Oh, yesterday, Traci, I had to sing to the new people coming in.
You did?
LizzAnn said I did a pretty good job. Because it would be good morning to Myra. Good morning to you. I am not Tracy, but I'll have to do. That's what I have to sing when you're not here.
Thanks.
And I said I need that little Post-it note because sometimes I forget how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys, it's a wonderful, wonderful morning.
It is a good morning. It's a little overcast and chilly here, but could be worse. Could be worse. We got snow on the ground, but the roads are clear. People are getting around all right.
So yes. Force Speed's sending me his social now.
Okay.
We need all we can get. Even though we're poor, why do they? It's like.
Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you.
Destiny, are you still snowed in? Are you still using that as an excuse to be by the pool, indoor pool? Oh, we snowed in. I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Are you home? Or are you guys still? Yeah, are you guys still by the pool? Making me think that I was like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be cold up there. Why they're beside the pool? There's a tree. Yeah, we had them.
Pretty nice indoor. A lot of the hotels up north here have really nice, big indoor areas with the pool and the trees, and a lot of times they'll have like a pool table and video games and stuff for the kids, and they make for nice. Oh, they're home now.
Oh, well, good. Yeah, oh well. Puppy's locked up. She can't get it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we if we could do that for our pool.
It's supposed to be the 4th day of summer in Australia, but it's been cold and rainy.
Oh my goodness.
Summer.
That's so weird. Your summer
winter.
Your summer starts in December. That's so weird. Look, I need to get read up on the summer thing. I need to get read up on that.
Morning, Illusions Xshydovex and Leticia too. Good morning, Illusions Xshydovex and Leticia too.
You guys, I told you yesterday, I've got to quit watching all these. Now, some's informative, but the gloom and doom of the COPPA rules, because so many people are just getting out of YouTube, and there'll be people with 30-something thousand subscribers, and so I'm like, well, God, I'm just gonna stay on faith like I've been doing, go back and adjust some things and not worry about it, because worrying's not going to get me anywhere.
Good morning to Lori. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lori. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Lori. Good morning. So, yes. Okay, Force Speed, we love you.
Thanks, Porch Speed.
You know we love you.
Adopt you.
So, yeah. I mean, and you guys, I got fuzz. Okay. I got fuzz in my mouth. Last night, I was thinking of what we do today, and I'm not set up for the art like we usually are. I really got to get this work area in my kitchen straightened out. And not that we're not going to have Art Tuesdays anymore. No, we can do Art Thursdays. It has to be adult art therapy. And that's what it's pretty much been. We make stuff we do things, and they have adult coloring books now, and
Mm-hmm.
so we can't be afraid that we have a crayon in our hand or we have a colored pencil in our hand.
Yeah.
It's kind of gotten to that point that people are afraid to do that. Oh,
Good morning, Blandine, and save Robbie too. Good morning, Blandine, and save Robbie too. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning to you.
oh, she's first
Oh,
snow day.
day. Where are you? What state are you in, Danielle? We had, that was on the weekend because that was the day that Ryan was working on the weekend, and I shoveled when I really shouldn't have done that. That is not a smart thing for somebody with my disability to do. I'm still paying for it. And I had help. It wasn't like I was doing it by myself. She's in New Brunswick, Canada. First snow day for the year for the kiddos. Aw.
And I guess I'm in my mindset. Oh, Robbie.
Thank you, Save Robbie.
Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. Robbie, that goes to help this ministry. It really is. It's going to help me pay for StreamYard and help me take the burden off Kevin to pay for the computer that I had to get. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that is what Super Chats and will be going to. Robbie, I'm finally over the part of feeling weird. But thank you. Thank you, Robbie.
Destiny, we got like 4 to 6 inches Sunday in just a few hours. It came down. It was coming down at a rate of an inch an hour, and it was snowing like crazy. But what do you do? I mean, I don't know if all of you guys if this is just a local thing here, but when you live in the snowy areas, when they're predicting a snowstorm, for the kids to get it to be bad enough that they can stay home from school, they do all these little rituals, like they put an ice cube in the toilet, they put a spoon in the freezer, they wear their pajamas inside out and backwards, and all this crazy stuff that's supposed to help them get a snow day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's funny. They do all these crazy things. Good morning, Hart Gasper. Good morning to you. Good morning, Hart Gasper. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you.
Good morning, beautiful. Did that just echo?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So my ear. We tried to use. Dwayne said, "Y'all weird in Michigan." Oh, it's so funny he says that. We were already talking about we're weird. I said, but we're not boring.
That's right.
I said that can't nobody say that about us. I'd rather be weird than boring.
Yep.
No, that's a dancing pear. That is a dancing pear.
Our kids, Derek said our kids are nuts. Yeah, that's what they do. They've been doing it for years. They put a spoon in the freezer, an ice cube in the toilet, wear their pajamas backwards and inside out. And that's supposed to make the snow bad enough that they'll get a snow day. But I can't imagine sleeping like that. That's got to be uncomfortable with your pajamas backwards and inside out.
Or your blue jeans.
Yeah.
Blue jeans. Pulling teeth to get it. Oh. Well, Willa, where is it that you're from? Are you from over here? Because I forget. Well, I've got your address. Why did I ask you where you're from? I got your address on this box in here. We used to do some weird things. We did. That on senior skip day, Kansas. You guys on senior skip day, I was not a good girl. I got in some heck of a mischief on senior skip day. I was 18, so I went off with the crowd, Just saying. Wait, how does Kermit do? Puts that pinky up.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get to because I know there's going to be people come in to sing to, but the Christian womanhood, yeah, we are going to talk about the spiritual gifts and personal talents, the difference. Oh, Eli, we will. Thank you. Thank you so much you just came in to hear Traci sing to you, but that's okay too. Everybody needs Traci to sing good morning.
Thank you.
I'm waiting for Kevin to pop in here now. Oh, hailstorms.
You were good, Willow. You were good. We usually had to make sure that the driveway got shoveled if we had a snow day from school, but we didn't get that many when I was a kid. And I think they are a little bit more.
So, Dwayne, if the buses didn't run, did you sneak out the night before and disable the buses so they couldn't run? I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. See, I'm not doing any Christmas shopping. You know, when you're broke is a joke.
You're broke as a joke.
And you know, I'm gonna make things. I'll make something for both my sisters, and it's sad. Well, and then my sister-in-law, I'll make her something. But and believe me, they'll enjoy what they get made by me. That's how I always did. Yeah, I can imagine if you got snow day, it would be that way.
Mm-hmm. My birthday's in January, the 25th of January, which is part of the worst time of the year up here for snow and bad weather. And so typically, a lot of times, we did get snow days around my birthday and so then I would say, oh, I don't have to do anything today because it's my birthday, or, tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm going to take advantage today. Dwayne's January 12th. We are birthday buddies.
Derek, I could hunt up a few things because I still have my mermaid jar that I'm going to sell. So, yeah, I can get some stuff done. It's only Tuesday. I could get a few items done and sit in here and do them. So, yeah, I'd love to do that. So you guys, NASCAR Man 3345, put your link out there, Derek, for the new people. Well, I'm gonna quit saying new people.
Dwayne's son's birthday is January 24th, the day before mine.
Oh.
My best friend's birthday was January 6th. So we would always celebrate our birthdays partway in between. So this year is going to be difficult for me because this will be the first year that we haven't been able to celebrate our birthdays together since I've known her. So that's kind of sad, but I could come on and support, but Derek, I don't really have anything. Good morning to Super Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning to Super Dave. Good morning to you.
Okay. Yes. Message me because, I do want to do each week. Find my word, Traci.
Good morning, Handmade Designs. Good morning to you. Good morning, Handmade Designs. Good morning to you.
Yeah, once a week, Joel, I want to be able to do what is it, Traci, when I ask questions?
An interview?
Yes. Yeah, like an interview. So, yes.
Did I miss Darlene B? I did, didn't I? Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you.
She skipped right over you.
Sorry for not singing earlier.
Super Dave, I didn't get a super email. I kept looking and looking yesterday for your email. I kept looking for your email. But Derek, I do have some things that I have on my mind that I can do. I do. So we'll get together on that. And Super Dave, I am not a stalker. I promise. I won't show up. I won't blow up your emails. But I need your email because if you need to get you a post office box so I don't show up at your address.
Mm-hmm.
I sent something to Craig, and Craig lives pretty close to me, so I hadn't showed up at his door yet. I say,
yeah, I think you're safe.
Yet.
I think you're safe.
And Dwayne, I still want I want mug permission from you. I want a copyright to the face that you sent me yesterday. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I want.
All right. It's my daughter-in-law again.
All right, let me see. Oh, Willow, DD, and T was when we first come out, and no, it wouldn't be Ugly Mug. Dwayne, I love that picture. Good morning, Denise. Laura Beth, she'll sing to you in a minute because I know you guys don't want me to sing. Oh, Sonia. But yes, we used to do DD&T, and it was Derek, Darlene, and Traci. And we did that for a long time. And so, yes, that would be great. You guys, when Traci gets off the phone, she will sing you guys your greetings. Hi, the final girl. And Laura Beth. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you guys on this cold day. Some people is hot for coming in. Final girl, I tell you what. Oh, I was hoping he'd be coming in. There's my hubby. Well.
Okay, now I hope I don't miss anybody. I've been trying to write down more talking.
Start at Denise again.
Good morning. Who?
Denise, because I think she left.
Good morning to you. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Good morning, Laura Beth, the final gal, Aaron Marcus, Kevin Crawley. Good morning, Denise, Laura Beth, final gal, Aaron Marcus, Kevin Crawley. Good morning to you all.
Right, that's muffled. Oh, final girl. I love creepy. I'm just saying. I love creepy. And the pictures on your when you pull up your page, they're cool to me. And my sister just said that she doesn't like the ooh. Yes, Joel. Yes, Joel.
I do have to say that my grandson was trying to pull a fast one, so his mom thought. He chowed his breakfast down, 4 pancakes and a yogurt, went to school, then claims in the parking lot he had a tummy ache, thought he had a stomach bug, couldn't go to school. She said, get out of the car and go to school. You're not fooling me. And she just got a call from school, and he got sick at school. Now she feels terrible. I'm like, don't worry about it. He's a kid.
He probably did. He's a little kid.
Probably because he ate 4 pancakes and a yogurt.
Yes, I'm sure he did get sick at his Oh gosh. Well, thank you, Laura Beth.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Laura Beth. Oh my gosh. But Joel, that is very, very good. That will make for a very good interview. Very good. And yes, we used to have some big laughs on DD&T.
Mm.
And we had to turn things back around, and Derek's fine with that. And Derek's still part of the family.
Absolutely. We still love him to death.
Yeah, Joel, very, very good topics. Very good topics. And yes, you message me and let me know what will be a good day for you this week.
Right, Willow. Typical boy. Wolf it down and then hurl. Oy. That's what you get when you're 6.5.
But yes, that very good. You send me a message and let me know what would be a good day to interview you. And you guys, Casey's going to be, he's wanting to do interviews with on the Porch Church. So I told him we could kind of do it like we did that day when my YouTube messed up. And I started out, and then I said, okay, we're going to, everybody jump on over to Traci's channel. And we gave the link and everybody jumped over there. So the Porch Church Network, which is my son Casey, he is wanting to do interview, and he's wanting to interview Traci and LizzAnn. So we will have that as well. I don't know when he's gonna. Did he say when, Traci?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so that's some things that we want to do.
Good morning to Misha. Good morning to you. Good morning to Misha. Good morning to you.
You guys, this time of the year when I was a child, I would get out my construction paper, red and green and white, get out my glitters, because that is one thing I have to say about my childhood. They kept me supplied with art stuff. Now we call it craft. Back then, glue,
Mm-hmm.
glue and glitter. Oh, you guys, glue and glitter, and I would make my Christmas cards.
Aw.
So, yeah. And then I found in my dad's drawer after I had kids, a Father's Day card from me. And I had like little stick figures. And the way I had it folded, you had to kind of pull it out. And he kept that in his drawer. So I was always drawing, or I love the holidays as far as doing the Christmas stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, Aaron. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just a little bit of a
Oh no.
breakfast. That's scary.
I know.
But you
Well,
never know with kids. They can seem fine 1 second, and then and so you're like, go to school. You're fine.
Dwayne, see Derek, I was about to, Dwayne, that's what Casey calls it. Casey hates glitter, but I love it. When my daughter, they would get ready for whatever dance, prom or military ball, they would have to stand back away, and I would have to blow glitter. So it would be on their face and in their hair and on their dresses. So, yes, it would, and they would be so pretty and shimmery.
I'm hot flashing, so I'm stepping off screen so I can take a layer off.
Okay, you got somebody about to drop the mic on you, but I ain't gonna call no names.
Good morning to Eric. Good morning to you. Good morning to Eric. Good morning to you. Whew. Did that just in time.
Okay, Dave. Dave just sent me a super email. Let me check. Yes, you guys, I'm gonna check to see if I got super Dave. Yes. I got a super email.
That's funny, Misha. She said that you could see the shadow. It wasn't terrible. It I mean, I did have this shirt on, and I just wanted to peel off the sweatshirt, but
No, Super Dave.
Didn't want to flash anybody.
That's between you and me. That's our secret. That's our secret. So, the heat's on. But Traci strip. See there? Corner.
Stepped off screen to take off a layer. But the shadow apparently was entertaining. I'm glad.
We try our best, Dwayne. We try our best. Yeah, that's right, because of the time difference.
Yeah, Willow, you're right. Hot flashes happen.
So you are.
Good morning, Anne Marie. Good morning to you. Good morning, Anne Marie. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Anne Marie. All right, so.
What time is it right now, Joel, where you're at?
It's like morning, I think, because Joel's in the, wait, Joel, are you UK or are you?
He's in Australia.
Okay.
Good morning to 5-speed. Good morning to you. Good morning to 5-speed. Good morning to you.
Good morning, 5-speed. Your brother just left not long ago.
Not too long ago.
5-speed. I have on my gloves from Mystique. You see there? She does such a great job. She is so sweet too. She is a very sweet young woman. And I'm talking about Mystique Days' wife. She goes by Mystique Days. She comes in here sometimes when she's not working.
Once in a while.
Yeah. Okay. So Sonia is
1:04 a.m. where Sonia is.
And what time is it now?
I didn't see Joel's answer. It's like early morning though, I think, for Joel too.
Well, you know what? Even if it is that I go on later, I could even do that. I could let my husband know I'm going to do a I can let him know that I'm going to do an interview and, put it out there.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, the Savage Podcast. Good morning to you. Good morning, the Savage Podcast. Good morning to you.
What do you mean? What snow look like? Where are you from? I don't even have you. So I am going to.
It is white and fluffy, or white and gray and dirty and nasty. And I have Savage Podcasts.
How do I not have you? They may have just taken you away. They do
Texas.
that.
Yeah, that's true. He's from Texas.
So I have you up. So after this ends, I can do it the right way and show love. You guys show each other some love up in here is what I'm talking about. Show some hearts, but not too many hearts.
Savage Podcast, just watch one of those Hallmark Christmas movies. You'll see snow. They all have the beautiful winter, pretty snow, beautiful. It isn't always like that.
Look, when we get it, people just buy it. It gets 40.
Like season 3 of Ice Road Truck.
That's what I was going to say. People go crazy. I mean, they absolutely go crazy here. Going to be a flake of snow in the morning. Don't go to Kroger. You know what? People are going to be snatching up bread left and right.
Yeah, why did they do that? Bread, milk, eggs. Like, what are they going to make? French toast?
I don't know. I don't know, Traci.
You're going to make French toast?
I don't know, Traci. I told my mom I'm going to have to make her some French toast. She even showed one picture, if you guys saw it, where I made it pretty. I took her toast and the frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. Bread milk sandwiches.
Bread and milk sandwiches. Yep. There you go. Dang, now I want French toast. Yeah, I was thinking that. That is one thing I can make. I'm not a huge breakfast cooker person. I haven't been able to make it.
And I have enough to make it. You
But I can make
guys,
French toast.
that might be what's for supper tonight. French toast.
Yeah,
I think it
good
is.
idea.
Keeping loves some French toast.
Hick staple food. There, maybe that's it, Willow. Bread, milk, eggs, soda, and beer. Because that is it's crazy
Blandine.
stuff.
Blandine said they would make snow ice cream.
Ooh.
Oh, Anne Marie. Oh, Anne Marie. I went out there, like I said, one time and did a snow angel, and my whole body hurt when I come in. It's not because that I made the snow angel, and I even have pictures with it in my mouth, but it's not on this computer. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Then I so froze. I come in the house, took off my husband's coveralls, and it was like, what was I thinking? My whole body was just like, oh my gosh, I'm hurting. What was I thinking? But sometimes we get tired of what we can't do. And Traci might, and just do something and be like, okay, I got to do it. I got to do it.
Like trying to shovel because my husband worked all weekend, and I felt bad that he was working all weekend, and we had snow, and I had help, but I shouldn't have been out there at all.
Did you sing To the Truth?
No, I did not. Good morning, the truth. Good morning to you. Good morning, the truth. Good morning to you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll pick that junk and sell it on eBay all the time, praising his name and celebrating these lovely ladies and their charismatic daily videos. Thumbs up. Thank you, The Truth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Did you guys see what Sonia said? She had thought that, these people are crazy. They're running to the store and they're grabbing milk and bread and eggs and stuff. They should be grabbing like toilet paper and stuff. What if that would be the worst thing to run out of?
No, you use coffee filters in it if you don't have Keurig. I'm serious. I had to go next door to my neighbors one time when the kids were younger and we lived across the street. And I went over there and I said, Karen, do you have some coffee filters? I had to use ours for toilet paper. And she just laughed. It was like that wasn't uncommon for me to be the kooky neighbor. So she laughed and gave them to me. And I'm like, okay. I mean, normal neighbors say, can I get a cup of sugar from you? No. What do? Hey, I use my coffee filters to wipe our butts with. Can I get some coffee filters?
I'm like one of those crazy people. If I get down to like a 6-pack of toilet paper, I'm freaking out. Like, we better go to the store right now. We're going to be out of toilet paper any second. Even though I know that still would last us like months, I got to have more.
No, we get down to one. And then I start going through the house to see if anybody's got some they use for tissue. Now I bought tissue for everybody. It's that time of the year. You got to sing LizzAnn.
Good morning, LizzAnn. Good morning to you. Good morning, LizzAnn. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Way too much excitement for one morning already.
Uh-oh.
I know.
What's going on?
Well, went over to my daughters to, get the kids ready for school and all that. She starts that process, and I pick up so she can get ready and I'll finish getting ready and all. But yeah, so she had already left for work, and I had been coaxing Sally to get ready, and And I wasn't hearing the usual "leave me alone," I stop nagging me, all that kind of stuff. It got quiet, and I thought she fell back asleep. I'll bet. So I go in there, and it looks like she's asleep. And I'm saying, "Sally, you need to get up. Come on, Sally." Then I realize this is not sleep. This is low blood
Oh,
sugar.
oh no.
And so I'm like, "Oh no!" So I start getting Rebecca on the phone. I get the glucometer kit, and I have my grandson's helping out. And I said, "Okay, you do this part, and I'll do this part, and hold the phone, and we got to talk to your mother about this." And so I'm getting her blood. It was 43.
Oh my goodness sake.
Normal is 90 to 100.
Right.
Okay, so I had already looked for something in the cabinet and whatever that was sweet that I could give her, but I couldn't find anything. So my daughter, while she's on the phone, she said, "Well, there's some sweet tarts in her backpack as a backup." So I got those, and I had to pry her mouth open and shove that thing in there
Oh,
and make her. I said, "Okay, chew." I'm gonna make her chew. I'm like, oh, so gave her a couple of those, and then she says, "Well, go ahead and get her a Coke. Get a Coke for her." So I got her a Coke, and she started coming out of it, and so after she'd had about a third of the Coke or so, I took her blood sugar again, and it had gotten up to 86. So it was on the way up, and I said, "Okay,
goodness.
drink a few more swallows of Coke. We don't want to overdo
Hmm.
this."
Yeah.
And she was more herself and everything by that time, and so we're driving down the road headed to bring my grandson to school because his school's well, anyway, he needs to be there by a particular time, and we were cutting it close. So anyway, I asked her, I said, "Could you hear me talking to you, whenever you were low like that?" She says, "No." She says, everything was fine, and then it went black." I said, "You couldn't hear me?" "No, I couldn't hear you."
Oh my
She says,
goodness.
"I was afraid I had died."
Oh,
Aw.
I
bless
said,
her
"Oh."
heart.
I said, "Well, we thank God that you didn't die."
No
And
kidding.
Landon said, "Yes, that's right, we do." So we
Wh-
said a prayer, thanking God for protection and asking His protection, to continue protection. And I got to tell you, I was
Whew.
tired when I got there because I didn't get much sleep, but I am
That
wired
got
now.
your adrenaline pumping though, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did.
All right, I
So
got a couple people
fortunately,
to sing to. Good morning, Kelly B and Manuela too. Good morning, Kelly B and Manuela too.
fortunately for her, the first thing that's on her agenda in the morning when she hops out of the car is to go to the cafeteria, get breakfast, go to the nurse's station, have the nurse figure out what the carbs are, and dose her. And the nurse happens to also be a type 1 diabetic herself. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
So she's very
so
familiar with all
oh
that.
yes. So after after my daughter and I hung up, she said she was going to call the nurse and tell her what was going on. And so uh, she was kind of worried that she was going to have to stay in the nurse's office all day. I said, "Well," I said, "you probably won't have to, but the nurse will know what to do. So
The
you
nurse
just
will
follow
probably
what
check on her though.
yeah, you just do what you just do what the nurse tells you."
Yeah.
So,
Good
well, I hate to
morning, Kevin Coleman and James MMA. Good morning, Kevin Coleman and James MMA.
pop in, dump all that, and then tell you, "Well, my battery's low."
Oh, well,
But
I'm
let me
glad
put
that your
on the
granddaughter's
charger.
okay.
You
Thank
know,
Oh,
goodness for that.
me too.
and bless her heart, then that might be a fear she has
It
that
could be.
she might not wake up. You
That
know,
could be.
for her to be so young and she was afraid she died. That
Well,
is,
yeah, because it was. She says everything was fine, and then it was black. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought, oh, that's different. But
Mm-hmm.
because I have hypoglycemia, which is low blood sugar, which
yeah,
is
I
the
do too.
opposite of that. And I've had lows, but I've never had a low like that. And
LizzAnn, Willow wanted me to read to you that she said, have mom keep a bottle of corn syrup around. You can drizzle a little bit of that on her tongue and it's less risk of her choking.
oh, thank you. That's an excellent suggestion.
So,
And that keeps well. So yeah,
Yeah.
I will do that. I will
Cricket,
definitely
you've
go
caught
ahead.
us live, honey.
Thank
We're still live.
Good
you so much.
morning to Cricket. Good morning to you. Good morning to Cricket. Good morning to you.
But yeah, I'm down to 16%. When I get home,
Okay.
I'll get back on.
Okay.
I love you guys.
Love
And
you
Love you
too.
too.
listening. Thanks for listening, and thank you for your support. And thank you, Willow, for that suggestion. That's a wonderful suggestion. And anybody else in the chat, hi everybody, and then now bye everybody. But anyhow, I'll see y'all in a while.
All right.
I
Love
will not
you.
be
All
up.
right. Love you.
Love you too, guys. See you shortly.
Oh, I almost ended broadcast. What am I thinking? I just
Don't do that. Good morning, Siosa Cells. Good morning to you. Good morning, Siosa Cells. Good morning to you.
with Siosa, I got to see a little bit of you live. I got to see a little bit. I did. You did great. You didn't even look like you was nervous or anything. And most people, when they first do a live like that, they're nervous. Oh, she said, "Don't you dare end before she gets sang to." Willow, I know. I mean, I just sometimes my
It's
mind
that
just.
little three-legged hamster. Okay, time to relayer. I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness, this heat's got my nose stopping up.
Relayer. Can you see the shadow?
Yeah.
Relayer.
Shadow dancing.
Okay, relayer.
Dwayne, that's a good way of putting it. I have brain IBS. Very good
Yeah.
analogy. Very good, I have to say.
I like that.
Oh, you guys, I had to bandage my little finger. My dog, the puppy jumped up on me and I reached down like I usually do. And oh, she's got her claws are long. I've got to go have them clipped. And one of them went right into my stitches, hit my stitches. And I was like, ah. And then I looked at them. So I come in and cleaned it real good. And then did it this way. So wouldn't nothing get on it. Yes, you guys, for everybody here, it wasn't on yesterday.
Good.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
7 stitches in my ring finger. And cuts on my hand. Go ahead.
Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you. Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you. Willow said, brain flatulence is my politically correct phrasing for that. I almost spit out coffee. Oh.
Please don't do that and short out your computer. It'll be going, and we're like, where did Traci go? Willow, yes, Saturday night, I mean, I was really getting like, I was tired and I was off balance. My back was hurting. I broke a bowl in one room. It was one of those things to where I'm not recognizing what's happening. Casey would have been like, Mom, stop, go lay down. But he wasn't here. So I was trying to pour something from the crock pot thingy into a bowl, then that sloshed everywhere. Bailey liked it. Then I moved the bowl to the table. Then I was trying to put it in a bag, like a freezer bag, and ended up with juice again. Got that moved and threw some paper towels on the spills. Went to wash out that bowl It was a Pyrex bowl about this big around, about like that. And it started slipping. And you guys, we have the old enamel. Is that what it is? Cast iron enamel sink with the double. It's one of the double sides. The kind. It's old, and the bowl started slipping. And I went to catch it, and I slammed my hand down to catch it. And when I did, it just like slammed it down on the against the enamel and broke. So it sliced my finger. And Kevin tried to wrap it. He quit being a baby. He wrapped it. And I told him, I don't think it's right. It's flapped open. I just don't feel right about that, Kevin. It just don't look right. And so finally, back and forth, he said, well, I'll take you. I'll take you to the ER. I'm just afraid they're going to laugh at you. No, 7 stitches. So he said it would have kept. He said every time I would have touched something, it would have came back open.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you.
It's I'm on new medicine now, and there's sometimes that I've went back to watch. Oh, Michelle, I just love you guys. Michelle has some of the prettiest, I call them toboggans and scarves. And you guys, if you don't know Michelle, go to her channel. Look at some of the beautiful things that she makes, the scarves and all kind of stuff she makes. And yeah, he split his thumb open so bad he's got a scar. And he just wrapped that up, taped it up, and went about his business. So, yes. My husband, he's like, I had a big old Bam Bam to start with. It looked like a Bam Bam bat. And I was trying to type with it, and because it didn't hurt. It just didn't hurt. So, the doctor sewed it up, and yeah, all day yesterday it was going numb. But I think it's from I still have some of the numbing stuff in it.
Good morning, ma'am. Eileen. Good morning to you. Good morning, ma'am. Eileen. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Let me check your channel. Willow, I decided as a child that I was going to cut a watermelon. Everybody else cut a watermelon. And so I had my hand under it and took the butcher knife. And yes, I have a scar like between these fingers. I have a where they put a stitch in it to close it up. And then I've been stitched and stapled, and me and Traci both. From the back of, I could say from the back of my head to the bottom of my feet.
I've had lots with all the surgeries I've had. I've had so many staples and stitches, and yeah, definitely.
So, even from my heel having to be sewn back on. I just, but ma'am, Eileen, she will sing to you if her health holds up and she doesn't have to go lay down, because she and I both suffer different things.
Different chronic illnesses that cause us chronic pain.
But we come on, we don't put on a fake happy face. It really, really makes me happy to see you guys come in. It's amazing. So it's God has blessed me with Liz, and he's blessed me with Traci and Derek and all of you guys. I don't want to leave anybody out. Dwayne, there's been so many that I FaceTime with, and Traci FaceTimes with, and so you're not strangers. You guys are family.
Oh my goodness, Willow.
Ooh.
crazy.
Yeah. But, all right. Spiritual gifts. I'm going to do spiritual gifts first, and then you guys can say if you have any of the gifts. Traci, if you'll watch the chat while I read this.
Yes,
So, spiritual gifts, I am going to put the scripture, let me see, let me copy and paste the scripture down. Because anything I read, I like to make sure that I tell you guys where it's from.
Good morning, American life in the Philippines. Good morning to you. Good morning, American life in the Philippines. Good morning to you.
Good morning, and welcome. 1 Corinthians 12, 7 through 11. That's where I'm going to read from, you guys. It's a New International Version. Now to each one, the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good. To one there is given through the Spirit a message of wisdom, to another a message of knowledge by means of the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, which I just feel like we all have faith, but I guess it does come from the Spirit. That's not what it said. To another, gifts of healing by that one Spirit. To another, miraculous powers. To another, prophecy. To another, distinguishing between spirits. To another, speaking in different kinds of tongues. And to still another, the interpretation of tongues. All these are the work of one and the same Spirit, and he distributes them to each one just as he determines. Many of those I have, many of those I don't. So, you guys, yes, Dwayne, they do. So, with your guys' lives, how do you see? I feel like I have a gift of discernment. Prophecy, speaking in tongues, which with Casey, one time I wasn't ready to share that on live, and he kind of threw it out there before I was a camera person. And Traci, what do you feel like God has blessed you with?
Golly. I think God has blessed me just with a spiritual heart. I don't have a specific talent or special gift, but I have an all accepting heart. I try to never, ever, 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 ever judge people. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And I love everybody from the beginning.
That's good. That's a good one, Anne Marie. People don't think kindness, patience, and loyalty are gifts, but a pure heart. What's Dwayne say? All right. Yes, Blandine. See, me and Blandine kind of come back from, we come from a church kind of background about the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And Siosa, Acts, if you read the book of Acts, that's when it started. If you read that, and then I was reading in Corinthians, it talks about it. So those are two good places to read about the like different gifts of the Spirit. So Siosa, read in the book of Acts, or that's something, me and you, if you want to, I know you work one day, if you wanted to FaceTime, or I could do a StreamYard where it's plainer than FaceTime sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I could always get on with you and we could go over those. And yes, Blandine's right. Oh, okay. It jumps. All right. Yes. The greatest gift of all, though, is the gift of love.
Mm-hmm.
And, out of all the commandments, we're told the greatest commandment is to love thy neighbor. Well, God is first,
Mm-hmm.
but to love thy neighbor as thyself. Yes. And everybody doesn't have the same gifts of the Spirit, Siosa, just like gifts like I put up the talents.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they in the article that I read, it said personal talents are handed down genetically. Now, I don't know if I totally agree with that. Oh, we
Good
have.
morning, Deutsch blog. Good morning to you. Good morning, Deutsch blog. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. So it said that there could be a whole family that are all football players and went to college or went on to be basketball or football players. Yes, there's brothers right now that play for University of Alabama. So that's a talent. And playing the piano is a talent. But it even tells, I wish Casey was awake because he could tell me where it's at in the Bible, where music was handed down as far as instruments and music. And some people can sing, some people can't. But yes, Siosa. Yeah, that would be wonderful. And just like Blandine says, the Bible says if you do not have the gift of love, and if you're speaking in tongues, it means nothing. So you have to have the gift of love with that as well. And, if you just say it out loud in church and you just stop the preacher from preaching, you just stand up and do that out of the blue, that's not with the Bible. Unless somebody else were to stand up and have a word. But when that happens, the Holy Spirit it's moving and you can feel it. And I guess with the gift of discernment, there were times that I didn't question the person per se. I would just kind of feel weird. I would just feel like something wasn't right. So there's a lot of people that will speak what they call prophecy over your life, and you have to really judge. Now, is this somebody speaking just in their own way, or is this somebody that God has spoke to them?
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Malone Money Mindset. Good morning to you. Good morning, Malone Money Mindset. Good morning to you.
Why do I always have to find your name? It is Anthony. I should be able to remember that Anthony because of the other Anthony. I think it's Anthony, isn't it? I don't want to be wrong. So, yes, the first you have to
I think
at
you're
least.
right, Blandine. Blandine said, Jesus loves us so much. We do not have a clue when we really realize how much he loves us. That is when your spiritual gifts will start to flow.
Yes. And, that's something Casey and I talked about yesterday. I used to think God was like my dad and my mom. I could never do anything right. I saw him as this big, intimidating, I will never be able to do enough right that God will love me. Until I started going to a church they taught on God's grace, God's love, God's mercies, God's tenderness. And it really, yeah, Sonia, we hear, and sometimes there's different times in our life God opens a door for us to see things. I think that. Traci didn't think she could sing. Now she's singing in front of.
I'm singing every day.
So would Traci a year ago just went on her show and start singing?
Heck no.
Would I have felt this comfortable? Just sit here and enjoy, and have the spirit of the Lord, the joy of the Lord. Because it says the joy of the Lord is my salvation. It's just, what good is it if you can't share the joy that God gives you? They used to have the fire and brimstone preachers. Everybody needs to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so Siosa, yes, I believe he can also use the gifts to bring you back to him.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to me. I was lost. Someone because you weren't somewhere to understand. I was raised in church all my life, Nanny kept me going. But then I got back into the world as a teenager and then started back, and my kids grew up in church, and it would be either the loud church, Pentecostal, or the Baptist, or they were raised in different churches. But
Willow was asking, she said she never understood the whole hellfire and brimstone fear of God and why some churches have taught or teach that. I believe that they do because they are taking too literal the Old Testament, where there were a lot of, the Israelites feared God and they feared seeing God, and they, bowed down, and they were very frightened of the burning bush and all of those things, where if you look at before the covenant where Jesus died on the cross for our sins, Jesus is an all loving and all forgiving part of the unity of God, where the Old Testament God was more to fear and destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah and things like that. There were things that in the Old Testament happened, but that all changed when Jesus came and was born of the Virgin Mary and was born in raised in love and brought love and peace to the earth.
And that's what Casey and I was talking about yesterday. But like I told him, all the emotions that we have, Jesus had as well. And even anger, because it told in the Bible he was angry and turned over the tables in the tabernacle because they were selling things in there, and he turned over the table. So like I said, he had to experience everything we experienced for us to understand. So anger, it says, you can be angry but sin not. You can't help emotional feelings, but what do you do with those feelings? You good, Blandine. That's what today is reason I threw that out there. And it's not just for women, you guys. This is for men too. It's just that somehow this is what God wanted the channel to be, Christian womanhood, but it's not for just women, and I want the input of men as well.
Absolutely.
And AJC Magic, we all impact somebody somewhere.
Thank you, Blandine.
Thank you, Blandine. And Yeah, I think it was last night. Oh, you guys, there it goes. Traci, our other friend on here.
LizzAnn.
Yes, you guys. Oh,
Pat fell off his wheel.
I mean, big time, big time. But LizzAnn sent us such a great thing in Christian Womanhood chat, and it was about the song "It Is Well with My Heart."
Oh yeah.
If you guys went back and look up who wrote "It Is Well with My Heart," and we sing it in church, and has sung it forever, and you sing these songs, and you never think about, well, who wrote it, why was it written. Well, it would be just a boring song. We're going to sing that song again. But no, when I read that this morning, I sat in here very off key, I'm sure, and as loud as I could. I sung that song. God spoke to my heart this morning because of that song.
Mm-hmm.
And he would give us peace, Yeah, and everyone needs to know about heaven and hell. But yes, if you don't tell them about love, they will never understand if they don't know God's love. Yes, Destiny, jump in here, honey bun. But yes, we have to be able to know the greatest gift is love. And does that mean that everybody we come across that we're going to be able to stay friends with? There's a difference, I think between friends and loving somebody that you can keep around you. Everybody you come across will not be your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody you come across does not know the love in their hearts of God. There are people you will come across when you're happy and you have the smile and you're in the joy of the Lord and you're smiling. People would get angry about that. People will resent your happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, honey.
Hi.
I'm home.
Yay.
Looking all rested and refreshed. What I'm talking about, you guys.
I wish I could say I was rested and refreshed. I was yesterday.
But Willow, yes, people do have to know of consequences because there are consequences for each action that we do. Whether you are saved or not, whether you believe in God or not. If you go out and kill somebody or you go out and rob somebody, consequences of that could be death if you get a death penalty, or it's a lifetime in prison. There's consequences. Anne Marie says this different love. You can love your family, you can love your friends, you can love your God, your Jesus, and Lord can break, but you can heal with more love with the people around you. And sometimes you can be closer to friends though than you can your family.
Mm-hmm. I was broken when I met Darlene. I was broken. I had lost 2 friends in a matter of a few months, and I was broken. I wasn't sure my faith was going to be strong enough to bring me through that. I was angry, and I was angry with God for taking my friends away from me. And that's exactly how I felt about it at that time. But now that I've healed some, and I'm not there all the way, but I feel more strongly that there, especially the one that I lost on Valentine's Day, her purpose was to love all she loved here on earth, and it was her time to go and be with Jesus and live in heaven with her mom and dad. And it just, and to have her reward. She had taken a lot of punishment on this earth from people who were supposed to have loved her that didn't love her. And it was time for her to have her reward. It was time for her to live in glory. And I'll miss her for the rest of my life, but it was her time to go be with God.
And I believe God brought Traci in my life when he did. You know, I miss my sisters. One works, one lives in Florida, so I can't see her. And I was depressed. So, you know, I met Traci and we just clicked, and she's, you know, she's my sister. She's my sister as a friend. She's my sister in Christ, and you know, God put us together with this. With Destiny, when Destiny asked me about calling me mom, God brought her into my life at a certain time. And you know, God brings people into our life, and there's sometimes God brings he and it's not always God that brings somebody into your life, you guys. You have to realize that. And if somebody is bringing more heartache, division, chaos to your life, then you know what? God did not send them. And if you cannot reach somebody with your word, and if they're more destructive than what you can try to reach out, you know, with Christ, then, you know, when they go their way, it will hurt for a minute, because we're fixes. Moms fix things.
Mm-hmm.
We have
to fix things.
Yeah,
Sometimes it doesn't always work, but we do our best.
We have the spirit of trying to fix everything.
And Mr. Pickles can hear tones, and he's trying to get you guys to.
Aw.
You better sing to him.
Good morning, Mr. Pickles. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Pickles. Good morning to you.
Are you okay now? Yeah,
You know,
oh, nope, I guess not.
You know, when I was in church, you know, I used to hear the saying, and my grandmother would say it. You know, the devil is set on the front pew. The devil's in every church. There are lost people in every church. There's people that will try to tear a church down. There's people that will try to destroy your channel. If you have a channel that is like this, that you want to reach people with love and kindness and acceptance, and you know, you have to have discernment about that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's times I've talked to Destiny, and I said my heart breaks because I have you, but I can't be there. I can't be there with my own child sometimes, and it's a hurtful thing. But I think the fire and brimstone thing was what, in the 50s, 60s. It was like revival swept through.
Mm-hmm.
And
personally, I love fire and brimstone churches. I love those, because you can feel and see and experience that passion. To me, that's what a fire and brimstone church is.
Well, but you got to but you also have to have that balance of the love.
Mm-hmm.
And see, at one point, Destiny, years ago, it was just that they went through towns, and it was like, get saved, or you're just hollering at them and pointing at people. And I went to churches like that, and yes, scares you to death, and you run down there to the altar, and God, please, I don't want to go to hell, come into my life. Now, I think those came for a reason. And a lot of, people, they turn to God, and, those speak to people. But for me, I was saved at a young age, and I got to a point in my life that I needed the love to wash over me, the acceptance.
Mhm.
And I learned at a certain time of grace and love. And I learned of those things.
I
Thank
agree.
you. Thank you,
I agree.
Blandine.
See, the one church, when I was growing up, there was one church that the church I went to, we used to go twice a year for youth group. And we would go there for some gathering. I can't remember exactly what the gathering was, but the preacher at that church was a fire and brimstone preacher. But at the same time, he was so full of love. And I wish I would have lived closer to that church, because I think I would have a different outlook on church.
Good morning to Mel Mel. Good morning to you. Good morning to Mel Mel. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. But I think because of the church that I went to, a physical church is hard for me to walk into. But I think that if I would have lived closer to this other church, I think that my whole outlook on a physical church would be different, because I know that this pastor would have not allowed the things that happened, and he would not have blamed me for the things that happened, when I know now as an adult at my age that it wasn't my fault. But back then, when you're young and you're told it's your fault, you believe that. And so that I think that it would have changed a lot of things. But we lived too far away for me to be able to go to that specific church. And he was an amazing preacher. He drew you in, but you could feel the love, you could feel the passion, you could feel all this stuff. And he's the main reason, even though it was only twice a year that we would go and see him, he was the one that showed me that who God was, the real way God was, not this. And I'm not trying to talk smack about the church that I went to.
Oh, yeah.
But I am at the same time, and so it's I don't know how to explain it.
No, you did. I mean, there are some charismatic. That's the charismatic people that went through the towns and stuff. Some people like just a quiet way of worship. Some people like a charismatic. But when you become disabled, now Traci still goes to mass. Me and her just happened the same Sunday go back to church after forever.
After a long time.
She's back going to mass, and I think I went 3 times to that church, and I haven't been back, not because of anything that happened. I love it. It's just driving down there, and you guys, this is another way God works. I would put on Casey's Facebook, Porch Church Network. I started sharing a church we used to go to, Brother Bill. I started sharing his channel, because every morning he'd walk outside and do a sermon. Well, now Darlene B, that is mid United States, she joins their broadcast every Sunday morning. Is that not the same church I used to go to? And Darlene B, see, she still does. Darlene B's going to the same church. So, you can go to church anywhere.
You're right, Dwayne. Dwayne says churches are a club that people share beliefs. Not all beliefs are for everyone. One must choose their form of faith. And that is so true.
Very true. Very true.
And I would never tell somebody, don't go to church. don't have to go to a brick and mortar. You know, sometimes if somebody's lonely, they will go for the social interaction. They will go for the when people sing the hymns, or somebody reading from the Bible, because so many people love to hear Casey read. Then there's people that will go to the church, you know, to hear the word read to them. There's nothing wrong with that. I went, you know, I do better now by me and Casey. When we started reading and we read all the way through, he did, and open discussion. So Fridays, he wants things to be open discussion, like what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Misha.
Derek said up in the chat a little bit that he just got great news.
Uh-oh. What is it? What is
Please
it?
do tell us, Derek.
Yes, we want to hear it. Oh, he got into his first choice of college. That's a blessing.
Awesome. Yay.
Is that the one? Yay. Is that the one you guys were so excited and then hollering? Is that the one you guys were went to and the boats were there? Is that the one? Wait, the one close to a. Tell me which one it is. And I'm silent. I'm waiting. Yes. Oswego. Or is it? Oswego. Yay!
Yay!
So proud. So proud.
News, Derek.
So proud.
Great news.
That's a blessing. That is a blessing. And I will have to make his own swear jar to take with him. Bless him. I know that you and Dina are so proud. So proud.
Mel's asking me how I'm feeling today. This is how I feel.
Not good. Not good.
I did get a little rest.
Darlene said when she goes to the bridge, that's what it's called, the Bridge Church in Beulah, Beulah. At one time, Darlene, Beulah, that's where my mom went to school. All her brothers. I have cousins that went there. But once upon a time, not long ago, it was called the meth capital in the South. The meth because this country is rural, there were places that they could do it. It was a very bad place, but now it's booming because people started moving from our area to the country, and the school just expanded. People got tired of being up in this way and started building houses, nice communities in around the what we call the backwater, which is, you know, river. But yes, I went to that church for quite a while. I enjoyed going to that church.
Hey, Willow. Hey, everybody.
There's LizzAnn's background. Look at her background thing. That's her painting.
Yeah, I painted the painting that's in that picture on that banner.
I love it.
Let me see if I can give y'all a better look.
I love it, love it, love it.
Thank you. The painting is called Fireflies, and it's based on Luke 12:22 through 24 through 34. Basically 27 through 34 mainly, because talking about
Sonia, I used to love praise music. I like the standard singing, the standard songs, I would call them. But the contemporary, that kind of praise music, I love. When they have to put it up on the screen because there's no song books for it. And
right.
MawMaw's, she's hot and being eaten alive by bugs. Well, MawMaw, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's summer. It's the beginning of summer.
My goodness. Well, I got a message from a little pixie girl saying something about wanting to talk to us, but I bet that's a private chat. But I wonder if we're in trouble. I just hope we're not.
Y'all are not in trouble. Why would you think you're in trouble?
Because anytime anybody says, I need to talk to you, it's like, oh no, what have I done?
Get it now.
I stepped
It's
in
a private chat, but it's nothing bad.
Oh, okay, all good.
To run by you guys.
All right.
Sorry, by you ladies.
Oh,
No, Misha, not yet. I have to get copyright for his face, if that's who you're talking about.
Huh?
Oh, this mug? I think okay, so Misha asked me, did you make that mug? No, I went to Spencer's and I bought this mug.
What does that mug say? I can't read it from here.
It's
oh yeah, that's cool.
Ramen noodle mug.
yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
actually Jaslyn's. I got it for her birthday, but I told her I was gonna steal it. And inside it says "Sin noodles" or nudes, noodles, something like that. I can't read it, but I stole it from her. And then if you guys see Tommy's live this morning, I bought him that mug that he's got.
Cool.
It was an interesting couple daamdays.
Yeah.
Also, Tommy's not going to allow me to go to Appleton anymore with him.
Good morning, Anamora. Good morning to you. Good morning, Anamora. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Share Destiny.
Good morning,
Go to
Did you
Appleton
send the
anymore?
prophet?
I'll be right back. I'll show
Okay.
you.
What did you say, Traci? I'm sorry, honey.
I was just singing to Anamora.
Yeah, but after that you said something else.
Destiny wanted to share why she can't go to Appleton.
Yeah, really.
Another bird.
This
Yes.
one is a female.
Ooh.
What's this bird's name?
We don't have a name, so I actually am going to be doing a live. She was the only one in her little cage area because all her friends got sold.
Aw.
And she was all by herself, and she was doing really cute flips, and she was putting her head through this little opening and playing
Like,
peekaboo.
hard stuff. See what I can do?
Yeah, and she's still a little skittish, so we have to wait a couple days before we can start handling her and stuff. We got to get her to calm down. But I'm actually going to be doing a live and introducing her, and then I am going to have a little contest. I think it's a contest, but I want to ask the people that are subbed to me if they could help me name her.
Oh, how nice.
And
Good
so
morning, April. Good morning to you. Good morning to April. Good morning to you.
Derek calls it mini pixie.
he's talking to Miss Jazzy.
You guys, if you don't have April, grab up April. The new people here, our new family. I'll say our new family. I'm gonna quit calling you guys new people. You're our new family. You guys grab April up. Show. Listen, I'm Bougie Bear. Bougie Bear.
Bougie Bear Vintage.
I found out last night because I come in here because of Derek's auction, and Kevin had my phone, and I come in here and I was like, how was I not subscribed to my own husband? I guess because
mine, and then
I guess because he just watches, so he doesn't.
And I are friends.
you know, YouTube.
He was like, who is she? I don't know what you're talking about.
Mossberg, isn't that the name of a gun?
It's a female.
It's a what?
The new bird is a female. As far as we know, it's a female. I don't
Thank you, MawMaw, for
Miss
dropping.
Relish. You
I'm
got
sorry.
Mr. Pickles, Mr. Remington. You could have Miss Relish.
Yeah, she is green. So she's green, yellow. She's almost like a Packer color, which
See, that's the color of relish.
right?
That's too funny. She might have liked that name.
She started responding to it, and she loves Mexican music.
I was thinking about Mrs. Shamrock or Mrs. Sunshine. Sunshine.
Is it boy or girl?
Okay, so the new one is a female. It is a girl. And so it's funny because, yeah, we're talking about you. We had, they didn't clip, I got her from a different place in Appleton than we got Mr. Remington.
Mhm.
And she is a little bit bigger. She's a parakeet.
Mhm.
She's a Australian parakeet, I think is the type she is, but it starts with like a B or something like that, which I can't pronounce. But she's a little bit bigger than Remington, and so I have a small, which is Mr. Remington, a medium, which is the new one, but then Mr. Pickles, who's the bigger one, and she. I wish I would have recorded it yesterday. She had me running around the whole house yesterday when I took her out of her carrier cage. This one can fly. This one can fly very high.
Oh my goodness.
Good morning to Glenn. Good morning to you. Good morning to Glenn. Good morning to you.
And she tried to hide behind the couch, but all she could get was her head behind the couch.
Glenn, how are you? How did the shop work? No, MawMaw, I was being silly. I was being silly. I told her we don't use that F word on here, fat. I said we call it fluffy. I was being silly, MawMaw.
Oh my goodness.
Swamp Picker, how did your shop work? I go back next week and do mine, and oh my goodness. You guys, pray that it does better
Yes.
than this one.
We do.
MawMaw, yes, she got me pretty good yesterday when I finally was able to catch her, and she got me pretty good in the finger. She didn't break skin, but it definitely wasn't a Mr. Pickles or a Mr. Remington.
Yeah. This was
nibble.
yeah.
Like,
This was intensely the first.
no, we don't bite them, Mama.
I like that. Festively plump. I like that. I can do that.
Festively plump.
I like your avatar, MawMaw.
Oh, Dwayne, you are our marshmallow. You really are. You just are marshmallow.
Well,
I thought, look, this whole time I thought she was saying buggies. And I was like, the bugs are biting you? Are you outside? No, they're called budgies.
What's a budgie?
that's a type of
bird.
If you go to MawMaw's channel, she has a beautiful bird, and she shows where she started it from a tiny baby.
Oh yes, that's right.
And grew.
Sure.
Yes, that's MawMaw's. That's
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so hold on, I see it here. Willow.
I had forgot that, Derek. They called you a penguin.
Hold on.
What?
Yes, I am. I'm fluffy. I'm fluffy.
I'm definitely fluffy.
And
Fluffy.
and that's okay because it still sticks with the whole theory. God loves fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you look at all the pictures in the old Bible of the people, all the paintings, the women were not some skinny model type. The women were soft.
Substantial. They were
Paintings were
substantial.
painted by people in a different era.
Okay, I don't know if you guys
They
can
were
see
painting the people they saw.
what it is.
I'm sorry?
I don't know.
Hold on.
This is what.
Oh.
I don't know how to say that.
Oh, okay.
I would think they were just parrots. So they're a different.
The parrot family,
Oh, how pretty.
and
Beautiful.
then Bungie is the nickname for them.
Okay.
I don't know how to say that.
Ah, budgie is the Aussie term for parakeets.
So what? How do you say that word? This one.
Hang on. Budgergard.
Oh, I see, Sonia.
There's an I there somewhere. Budgergard. 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 Budgergard.
MawMaw says
Budgerigar.
Yeah, Budgergard.
Budgerigar.
Budgergard, we go.
and she's
Denise, my grandmama had the best arms to lean up on in church.
That's funny.
She was so soft. My grandmama was soft.
I got some bingo arms.
I do too.
Bingo swinging arms.
Hey,
Heck,
more to love. More to love.
That's great.
that's what Kevin's always said. That's what Kevin's always said. I told him when I'd lost all that weight, I said, look, you love me through thick and thin, and you got to love me through thin again. And so he has no problems that I'm fluffy again.
That's what I told Ryan.
Excuse me,
You
I'll
know,
make-
I used
I
to,
don't-
before I even had bariatric surgery, I said, you married me fat, you have to live with me fat. And I would talk about that all the time. And then I had bariatric surgery and I lost a bunch of weight, and he got a little bit,
Well,
insecure.
bless his
A little
heart.
bit insecure. And then now he's fine.
Bless his heart. I told him when I had to get the shot at the hospital, tetanus shot. I told the woman, I said, where's it going to go? She said, your backside. I said, okay. And I said, dang, baby, you know I got that tattoo back there. You ain't seen it in a long time. Do you want to be on this side? You can see it. I said, because you probably forgot it's back there.
Too much.
That woman looks so funny at me. I know, TMI. That woman looks so funny at me. Look, that's in the Bible too. You know,
Yeah.
the husband and wife supposed to enjoy each other.
Well, that's right. Too much information.
That woman probably thought I was crazy. Hey, they probably, I don't know what they thought. Francis Crawley went to the ER, and then I went to the ER late at night, and I was like, wait a minute. I think these people just want some drugs. Well, I didn't go for drugs. They didn't give me no drugs except antibiotics. Derek, don't even. Don't
Mr.
even.
Schwartz
Almost made me throw my ring off my finger. Don't even act like you a wilting lily, as they say in the South. You ain't no wilting lily. Yeah,
That sounds like something Dwayne would say.
I done messed up Derek's sensibilities.
Oh, well, there you go. He's saying,
No,
and
most
talk
that she
about
had-
me.
Oh my goodness, Mammy. Woo! It's like on here, we'll be talking about one thing, get to another, and then go to another totally different. We went from I don't know to fluffy to yes.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness! Then Pastor Kim's corner power popped up. Pastor Kim, yes, I'll do right.
Did you see MawMaw's comment?
Mhm.
No, Pastor Pat's a woman. I'm on her thing popped open.
I didn't even hear your pastor. I didn't even hear all that. I was reading MawMaw's comment.
Yeah.
What did MawMaw say?
Mama said she had a tetanus needle one time, and the doctor was a bit all right looking. He went to another room to get the needle. She pulled her pants down for it, and he came back in and said, it goes in your arm.
He probably said it matter of factly too. It goes in your arm.
Well, Derek, you're right. It does. But we weren't in the bedroom. We were in the hospital. So that's kind of public. Anybody could have seen that. Anybody could have walked in on that one. Look, joy of the Lord. Being married 33, being together 33 years, that's been a blessing. And
yeah.
Yes.
Yep. It's all
But
good.
we will not do interviews on that subject, I promise.
No.
LizzAnn, my superhero, not the other, Dave's my superhero too, but superhero is sent me a very good thing to do a interview with them. Traci, I'm terrible with names. Joel? Yes, hold on.
Superhero.
Oh, yeah. That happens. I understand, Willow.
Yeah, I try to encourage them all to go that way because my arms are.
Oh, MawMaw, it's
MawMaw. You think it was like the middle of the night over there or something?
Yeah, there you go.
Golly. Love you, MawMaw.
And you're weak, hun. Glad you could stop in. Take care of yourself. Did you see Derek's comment? Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I know these places like the hospital and doctor's offices are tired of dealing with both women. Because they called to talk about MawMaw's office visit tomorrow. And I said, oh, well, I have you on the phone. I said, could you take a message to me for the doctor? So I gave my message to him, what I needed her to know.
That's funny.
I tell you what, Willow, I forget what shot they gave me. Whew! That one day I was hurting so bad for sciatica. And I just put my hands on the wall like I was being frisked. And they had to give one in one side and one in the other side. And whoa. What are they, Traci?
What
type of shot?
Versed. No. That's why I had it at the other place. No, like a pain shot.
Yeah, Versed or else they give you Demerol.
And it's not Demerol. It's called it starts with the P. Propanol, I think. Shot. I don't know. But it hurt. And you just end up like with my hand. He said, these shots are going to hurt. I said, just do it. I said, nothing can hurt as bad as having staples to the back of my head, like somebody was shooting a nail gun in my head. And Kevin said it actually looked like a nail gun, too. Truth.
Because they couldn't.
And it felt like somebody hit me in the back of the head over and over and over. And I cried like a baby. I will not lie. It hurt worse than having a baby natural. So
I was gonna say that sounds like worth the labor.
And they can't deaden it. They can't deaden it. It's something they have to do. Oh goodness, another long trip, Denise.
I will definitely keep you in my prayers.
Oh my,
yeah.
Safe
Denise,
travel.
I am just so sorry you guys have to ride so long to a doctor. It's bad enough.
That's horrible.
Mine's not far down the road, and by the time I get there, my pain will shift from one side to the other. Have you ever had that happen, Traci, in your lower back?
Yeah, it's how your body favors one side because the other side's hurting, and it puts your back out of alignment, and that causes that to shift over.
Dwayne said that the Demerol. Now, see, like I can get a Demerol shot and walk out like nothing happened because I'm very resistant after being on medications for years and years and years. And then they gave my son just a little bitty, teeny weeny little bit of Demerol, and he was like, I was like, dude. I mean, he's a big 6 foot tall, you know.
Yeah.
Like, no. Good morning, Lazy Spade. Good morning to you. Good morning, Lazy Spade. Good morning to you.
Misha, I'm glad Pippi's getting her stitches out today. Or tomorrow. Was it tomorrow or today?
I had Demerol when I had my first baby natural. I had Demerol.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even have time with Casey. They had just got me ready with the to do Demerol, and so I had Casey just absolutely with nothing. So when I tell you guys, they said childbirth is the closest a woman comes, men will never know. Let me tell you, 2 babies natural, and I remember them. But those staples to the back of my head so far to this day is the worst thing.
Yeah. It's a whole different thing, you know.
Oh, Denise. Last night, mine started grabbing like I was going to have a leg cramp. And then it would ease off. Then it started again. I'm like, I don't know what this is about. And I just, when you start new medicines, it's like, well, is this causing it, or is this causing it, or is this regular?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I told Kevin, I said, I think that new medicine has me kind of exhausted, which you guys can't tell because I'm animated right now. But I told Kevin, I said, I know when I was talking to LizzAnn, I said, I know I'm pale, you guys, but I really felt so exhausted when I was on FaceTime with LizzAnn. And I said, I was exhausted, breathless. He said, what's that mean? I said, when I feel like I'm too tired to talk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Dwayne, before you put a little comment about me being too tired to talk, yes, that happens. That happens. All 3 of us ladies on this panel, all 4 of us, you guys out there, you know, all 4 of us, we go through so much, but each is different things.
Mm-hmm.
But each one is not less of what we have to go through. And we come on, and speaking for myself, I love it. I love you guys. I enjoy my weekdays.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Enough that I was sending out message. I miss you guys.
Yeah.
Kevin's in there watching football. I miss you guys.
Well, Right worked all weekend, and it was very quiet and lonely in my house all weekend.
I told Traci, why was you lonely? Why didn't you FaceTime? And that's what you guys give me.
Mm-hmm.
I get back that love from you guys, and
Mm-hmm.
it animates me. And then I call FaceTime with Destiny. There she is, laid up by the pool. Tommy just laid out, no care in the world.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I hear you.
My little old poor Joey's over there looking sad.
That's because he got himself in trouble.
Jazzy found, you guys, Tell them what Jazzy found of all things.
Okay, so she had her goggles on. She's like a little mermaid in the water. Like, she is definitely my water child, you know? And so she was swimming around. She was the only one in the pool at this point. And she found this itty bitty, it looks like something off a crucifix, but it was a Jesus, the Jesus part of the necklace. So I'm like, how did you find that? I mean, it was tiny.
Yeah.
And there's no way I could have seen it.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm like, of all things to find, you guys. I said,
Yeah, we
wow.
were talking and she happened to find it as we were talking. It was strange.
Well, maybe she stepped on it or something, you know?
No, she found quarters. She found all sorts of stuff at the bottom of the pool after everybody.
Oh, yeah. Well, then it was a treasure hunt.
Yeah, so she's pretty good with all that, you know. But yeah, to find that little
That's tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, and it looks like real silver.
Mm-hmm.
So it came off of somebody's necklace or something because there was a lot of people when we were there, and then we ended up getting snowed in. The roads were pretty bad, and so we ended up having to stay another night, and which kind of stunk. But at the same time, it was cool. But I would have much rather been home so I could get some stuff done. But we got back yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday afternoon. But by then, all the roads were fine. But some places got up to 24 inches of snow.
Wow.
In our area. And
I had never been snowed in before. I wouldn't know what that's like.
Yeah, they were telling
We
everybody.
got 4 to 6 between 5 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Yeah, see, we didn't get much here. I think there's maybe 3 inches, but there's still areas where it's still grass. But where we were at over in Appleton, it was the roads were pretty bad, and it was weird because it started out with a thunderstorm. It was raining, it was thundering out, lightning out, and it switched into the snow. And so that's why we were telling people to, you know, if you don't have to travel, don't travel, because the roads are bad. And I think we watched, I don't know, 10 plow trucks just in the area that we were at outside the hotel go through constantly. And so, I mean, they were right on top of it, unlike here, where we live here. I was so much happier in Appleton. But
Willow.
Coming in.
How far is Appleton from where you are, hon?
What's that?
How far is Appleton from you?
Willow says in person she doesn't talk much, but she can type and yak up like an old hen in chat.
That's funny.
I guarantee, Willow, if you was around us in our kitchen, sitting around our kitchen, you would learn to jump in there, because LizzAnn started out a little bit stoic. Can you guys believe it?
Well, really, in all fairness, at one time in my life, I was very shy. My husband does not believe it, but it is true.
Well, and Misha's a talker too. Me and Misha was on the phone. We FaceTimed, and then she FaceTimed her and Joshy Poo. Her and Joshy FaceTimed with MawMaw. They love MawMaw.
Aww.
And when you FaceTime with Misha, there you get to see her dogs and her chickens, and
cool.
I love it. I love it. She's sitting outside, and chickens and dogs, and I love it. Yes, NASCAR man 3345 Derek. He got her start, and look what he brought.
Yeah, you did. And I want to say thank you, Derek. And I want to thank God for it too, because he used that little Good Humor ice cream truck that was a Hot Wheels truck to do it all. Crazy. Traci, are you okay, honey?
Yeah, Tracy's not
No.
feeling good, you guys.
Sweetie, go lay down and relax. Don't push yourself.
Yeah.
All right, I think I
said-
will, because I'm really not doing well right at the moment at
You're
all.
probably still suffering from the weekend.
Yeah, I am.
You already didn't feel good. You guys, she sung, and that's how she's.
She went.
I done been on as long as I can. It's time to go lay down for a little bit.
You just look like you were fading past, hon.
I love you.
Love you, dear. God bless you. God bless
Love
you.
you.
God bless you
Traci.
all too, and everybody in the chat.
See you soon. Now y'all are just sitting on top of me. This just isn't fair. Oh,
Well,
my.
let me see how this will do.
Oh, no. I don't like the. We don't want you out of the picture. Get in here.
No, it still didn't change.
That's okay. That's okay. I was just
No.
picking on you. Do not do. Just stop playing. You're making me dizzy. Oh no! Look out, Will! Here she comes.
But look, this is how Misha done me, you guys. I'm gonna tell it, Misha.
Uh-oh.
She almost didn't want to answer me because she didn't have on makeup. Really? Who has makeup on the weekend? Who has makeup on a Saturday? Who? I have on yesterday's makeup. See, look at her.
Makeup on.
And I said, she almost run to put it on. So you guys don't think you're going to catch her without her makeup on FaceTime. No. But anyway, I said, well, what would you have done if I come and knocked on your door? Well, first of all, I would see you driving up because nobody comes. I said, no, if that wasn't, and I just knocked on the door. I don't want nobody just showing up at my door. I said, Misha!
Derek.
Did you see your husband's comment?
Stop whining, quit whining, get to work.
Derek's telling me that's the way to keep you down.
Hello, Rebecca.
Who's in now?
What?
Oh, hey, Rebecca. Oh, wait.
Flippin'
All right.
Hey,
Good morning, Flippin' Crooters. Good morning to you. Traci has left, so I'll have to do.
That's great.
I love it.
Ooh, I hope we don't get no raid, because if we were to get a raid.
It's going to cover my mouth and keep me shut.
Oh, goodness. Okay, here I have to do it again. Good morning, just Sandy. Good morning to you. Traci has left, so I'll have to do.
Oh, now I can talk. Oh.
I'll be right back. I need to go get a refill and get Tommy a refill of coffee.
Oh, tell him, hey.
Hey, yeah. Okay.
Hey, 4Speed, how you doing, hon?
For
What
speed.
I missed along the way. I popped in earlier and I had to pop out, and I pop back in and I pop back out.
She's like the Jack in the Box.
And Chica's going to pop up and down.
She's like the Jack in the Box. You wind it, it jumps out and scares the crap out of you. Why did they make those? And especially clown
Poor
faces.
Poor Sonia. Oh my goodness.
And then that's what I forget who called it that. I think my dad called it that. Oh, he did not like makeup.
Well, I have worn makeup in the past, but with the allergy issues, and even though it's quote hypoallergenic, it's not for me. So it's like, why in the world do I need to do that to my body? You know, what's the point?
Nisha, I agree with that, honey. Yes. Pot calling kettle black. Mister, you are all crazy. Look, what did the thing say one time? We are all crazy here. It's no it's no competition. Yes, it's not a competition. We're all crazy here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Force feed. We had you on. We had your brother on. Look at there. It's weird now though, you guys, about makeup because I'll have to look. It's like it looks like I have blush on, but no, I don't have any. I don't use any foundation, no powder, nothing on my face. But for some reason, God decides to give me blush at this time in life. I don't know if it's the medications or it's not like what is it? Rosacea? Huh? No, rosacea. It's like
rosacea.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's just my face kind of I start getting flush and my cheeks to do that. But Denise, yes, see that's the thing. Wait, Sonia, wait, how did that come up?
We are crazy in a good way.
Wait, I'm trying to figure out. Let me go back up in there to see where that come from, Sonia.
That's too funny. There are times when my youngest daughter, who is 37, who knows how I am, who she'll look at me sometimes and she'll go, okay. And I just turn to her and I say, see what you have to look forward to.
Oh, LizzAnn.
And then she'll break out laughing. Hey, where'd you go? That's not right. Gonna leave me up here by myself like I can talk. Oh my goodness. God gave me wrinkles. Yeah, we all have a little bit of wrinkles. I have some of those too. But I think living in the humid South, it's a little different than some parts of the country. If I lived in, say, Arizona, I might have more wrinkles. But
Force feed, I went to check my email and I just closed myself out. So closed myself out. I'm like, and then
goodness.
Then I was singing. I took my whole self out. I put my whole self in. I took my whole self out. Oh gosh, can't sing the kid songs.
Man, it's like walking on eggshells. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
It really is. And I don't know how the whole thing is that if I had one of my grandchildren walk in, I mean,
yeah.
I've just prayed about it and I said, God, you didn't bring me this far to fail.
Oh, look at that. Look what Derek said. Yeah, I had heard that too.
Unfortunately, I don't, they say it about men too, but the thing is, well, Tommy's dad passed away, so I can't tell.
Oh.
So I'm like,
yeah.
Oh.
I look nothing like my mom. You have to look at my grandma to see what I will look like when I get old.
Yeah, I look a little bit like my mom. Yeah. Actually, I look a lot like my mom. And I look like my dad too. It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, I look like my grandma, my mom's mom.
When
but my daughter,
go ahead.
My daughter is a spitting image of my mother.
Oh, wow.
A spitting image of my mother. So if you have me on Facebook, you go into my pictures, you will see a picture of my mom and my daughter. next to each other,
Uh-huh.
and you would swear that my mom was my mom, and then a picture of her when she was little.
Like an age advanced or the other way around.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can find a picture of mine.
I just have to say that I had it and I lost it. Come back. Where'd you go? I lost the thought. It was something about looking like somebody. I don't know. Oh, that's what it was. When I was like 18, 19 years old, I was working at a local family department store, and the lady I worked with actually was a little bit younger than my mom, and she had gone to school with my mom. And so one day we had the same lunch break, so we went out to eat together from time to time, and we became good friends. And there was one day you know how you put pictures in your wallet and everything? Well, I had a picture of my mom's graduation picture. I had my mom's graduation picture in my wallet. And I was flipping through to find something that I needed. And this lady says, why do you have your graduation picture in your wallet? And I said, huh? I said, I don't have my picture in my wallet. She says, yes, you do. Look. I said, that's my mother. She says, oh. Of course, I got to say, she had some eyesight problems, but I could see the resemblance after she said it. My daughter favorites her too. Yeah, her younger look, So anyway, when I got my driver's license done, the very last time, it was not this past summer, but last year in 18. When the picture came in, I looked at that picture and I said, I look like my mother.
I know I do.
I said it again and I said, huh, I look like my aunt. And I was like, okay, well, that's not bad. Yeah, that's all good.
I say I know I do. I do look like my mom, very much so. But when I look back at mom's pictures, she's a very beautiful woman. I'm not saying I'm beautiful. I'm just I will put it over here and then screen share it. This is my grandmother.
Who? What?
There's Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Welcome.
Okay. This is all right. This is my mom and grandmother. You guys probably noticed the smirky look on my mom. That's my smirky look.
Mm-hmm.
That is my look.
I can see it.
Yes, chin, facial structure, everything. But yes, that's my mom and my grandmother. That was when I was pregnant with my daughter. So heck, that was 34 years ago.
Oh boy. My, how time flies.
I know.
Especially when you're having fun. And even when you're not.
I'll show you guys this one. This one is before my weight loss surgery. I'm not ashamed. I'll show it. That's me, Fluffy. That is me. So my grandson did not remember that me. He thought a picture of me one time was his mom. I said, that's me, Nanny. No, it's not. And then I thought, oh, wow. No, he won't remember me that size.
Yeah. Wow.
He won't remember me that size. But, oh, gosh. You guys, I will share this one. And this is my own child, so I should be able to. Wait. Casey's going to say, Mom. No, you did not. Yes, I did. Look at my baby.
He's adorable.
Look at my sweet love.
He's adorable.
Amy, look at him. Oh, goodness.
So he is so cute.
I just let him be him.
There you go. There you go.
People, they worry too much. You know, Willow, I'm going to tell you something. One doctor told me one time my husband liked me being that size. Well, no, I was a size 18. That was about a size 25. But they told me, doctor told me, your husband just wants you fat because he don't want nobody looking at you. Oh, my husband got so mad when I told him that. He was so mad. Oh, there is Trixie tricking on in here. Look at her. Oh, goodness. All right, Vicky, are you going to make me sing to you? Good morning to Vicky. Good morning to you. Good morning to Vicky. Tracy's not here. All I have to do, see you guys. I knew that was going to slip. I knew Pat was going to slip.
That
one kind of went south.
That's okay.
Oh,
There
you
was
got
love in
it. All right. I am going. Oh, good news, Sandy. Derek's son got into the college, his first choice college.
Awesome.
What's it called? Oh, I thought you knew. It starts with the O, Owisa, or how do you say? It's like is near Indian reservation.
Wow.
But that was his first choice, and he got in. So
Great.
I will show you guys. I'll share it with you guys.
You had a T-shirt yesterday.
Do what?
You had a T-shirt yesterday that you guys were wearing. Well, look what somebody sent me.
Oh.
Look at this.
Oh, nice.
Oh, who did that one?
That's awesome.
Jewelry nurse Cindy's sister, Jackie.
Oh, I love that.
Cool
I
deal.
love that.
Yep.
Okay, here's our outhouse, you guys, for real.
Wow.
That is our outhouse from 1914, you guys.
Wow. That's awesome.
Well,
Isn't it?
Had a door on it.
I know, and the only reason it's got the things at the bottom is because one time we used it, had a chicken pen around it. Then we had our dogs around it. But now there's the other side. On this side is gone, but I'll have to take a picture of the cast iron toilet. It looks like a toilet seat. Oh, it was cast iron and fancy, and has the lid. Yeah, well, I'd rather sit on that than the wood. I used to be scared of that.
Don't want
But yes, and I tried to take a picture because it will not be there long. It's but that's isn't that neat? I mean, that is I like stuff like that, you guys.
You are absolutely right, Dwayne. When I forget, I just look down and figure out who the hell I am. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Small wrist.
What?
Opal is my birthstone. Sandy knows.
Oh.
I love you, Sandy. Look what you did, Dwayne. You see what you did to her. So, Dwayne, my wrist size is small. Get with Sandy. Dwayne, get with Sandy. My wrist size is small. My ring finger's about a 6.5, Dwayne.
Well, he's got to get Heather something first.
Oh, God, you died.
Do what?
I'm going to kill Dwayne and tell God he died.
Oh, there you go.
Shame on you, Dwayne. See, you brought it. And then you bring out stuff in LizzAnn, too.
Yeah.
How many months have I been on here?
I don't know.
Who?
Forever. Longer than me, probably.
What
He tripped up again, Darlene. You better watch out.
Okay, you need to explain to them what just happened.
Excuse me?
No,
she's
Darlene.
explaining to the new family.
Yeah, you need to explain to them what just happened. Rutabagas.
Oh, see, Mothership Products brought something out, and I used to have a jar for Derek because when Derek first come on, it was a swear jar, and I'd have to shake it like so wouldn't nobody hear the rest of it. And I'd get that look. But so anyway, and we'd say that have to put a quarter in the jar. But Sandy said, well, you know what? It is Christian womanhood, and hell is in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all in how you use it. And Dwayne made her use it the wrong way. So I always said, Sandy, I won't give you a swear jar. I want jewelry.
High stakes for small words.
So then she said, well, I'll just start saying rutabagas. So that is the first word that Sandy's used.
Yeah.
That's the first word that Sandy's used all this time.
And since then, she's saying, hold your breath, Darlene, and see what happens. You're not going to get the jewelry from me because I'm going to say rutabagas.
I can't believe I did that.
Sandy, you are okay, honey. Did you know it don't have to be a big opal. I'm just saying.
One of those little chips that fell off will do.
Misha, he is. And Dwayne is a mess, and we keep him occupied at work.
Forget this stuff about Dwayne saying jewelry's the devil. Dwayne's the devil.
Yeah.
Oh, and they do portray the devil as a little red short with the tail and horns.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of impish looking sometimes.
I call him my little red-coated munchkin.
Yeah.
You guys, I glanced over and I see Vicky. I'm just kind of, you guys, my eyes sometimes. I'm like, her grandmom used to have outhouse and they used a deer antler as toilet paper. That would be painful. That's what I know. I was looking over at it.
You needed to read it. Toilet paper holder.
I did. I finally read it and I was like, oh, okay. I get it now.
Pat fell off the wheel again.
Oh.
Well, you guys, what's all over that outhouse is poison ivy. Could you imagine if they told you grab a leaf? Whoa, I'm just saying that really, really bad.
Oh.
Really, really, really bad.
I hate it.
Now it's all going to the latrine.
I hate it when only one wheel falls off.
I think mine were rolling down the road already this morning.
Oh, I know you all got the visual of that one.
that whole corner of the vehicle goes.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
well, look, Vicky, you put deer antlers, and it just went from toilet paper to outhouse to deer antlers. So I was.
This pixie chick up there.
Yeah.
She looks like she's about to bust a gut.
Yeah.
What are redbacks?
You talking about me about to fall on my chair someday. She's about to fall out of hers.
The thing is you guys are laughing, which is making the birds chirp really loud, so I had to put it on mute.
Oh.
Tried not to be really loud while I laugh, but yeah, it was pretty funny. Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
Denise, I was always afraid something's going to climb up out of. We didn't have outhouses like we had to use, but when we went and visited somebody that's all they had was outhouse, and I was scared to death to go in the darn outhouse. Scared to death. I just.
Willow says she's not allergic to poison ivy.
I'm not either, not really, because I can remember clear back when I could do the yard work years ago. I'd have on gloves, but if somebody's allergic to it, you just can't even get near it.
No, that's
I
right.
would pull the stuff down and pull it up and, throw it in a thing and burn. Oh, I used to love to burn, and Kevin would be like, need a burn permit. But anyway, and
I don't even know what
just
poison
puts
ivy
that
looks like.
poison in the air.
Kevin can brush up against it.
Problems. So.
Kevin can brush up against it, and he will have to go to the hospital and get shot. Which, if he's like doing stuff for work, and he gets into it, he has to get a shot.
Oh my!
Yes, we're still live, Kim. I don't even know how it happened. I don't know.
On and on and on, like the Energizer Bunny.
I hope look, Kim, I hope the school conference has went better than us on here. I mean,
Yeah, I hope the school conference went well, hon.
But yes, Kim, it's kind of been, we did get to our point about gifts of the Spirit. And I have the gift of gab. That's something that
wasn't on
God allowed me to overcome my shyness. And then Derek, of all people, says, TMI.
Yeah. Yeah, he got you back.
Kim, I just get on a roll. You know that. I get on a roll sometimes. Not a toilet paper roll. I'm talking about.
Watch out for the deer antler.
But look, I will tell you guys this. I don't know what in the world my husband was thinking. He was putting together this thing with PVC piping in our bedroom. And the more he got to putting this contraption together, the whole world seemed funny. And I was feeling real good. Everything seemed funny. And then my daughter come in and she was like, Mom, what is that smell? It was the darn glue he was using, the PVC glue.
Yeah.
The man that got us high. And why was he doing it in our bedroom? Him sitting there. Well, the contraption, he put it on in the bathroom as a toilet paper holder, and when people would go in there, they'd look like, what kind of contraption is that? I finally took that off the wall. But yes,
So
I
what
mean,
was it supposed to be?
some things that he puts together.
Oh, okay.
No, I never used that one out there. I never used that one. But MawMaw, when I first met her, and I said, where's the bathroom? And she pointed. I started going out the back. She said, where are you going? I said, well, to your bathroom. And she said, it's right there. We have an indoor bathroom. I said, oh, well, I mean. If you pull up and somebody shows you their outhouse.
Yeah. It's like, okay, heads up. You need to know this for later.
Hey, MawMaw accepted me in the family. She accepted me, knowing I was like that. Kevin married me, knowing I'm like this, you guys. So if he pops in here and says anything, honey, 9 months you married me. You married me like this.
Gone by. You got to sing the years gone by.
Got somebody in the chat.
Yeah, years gone by.
Years gone by. Hello.
Am I froze?
Darlene, you need to sing 2 years gone by. Which, rather than sing, she pops out of the picture.
Good morning, 2 years gone by.
It's like, wait a minute, I'm moving around on the screen. You're making me dizzy, Darlene.
I got you covered, Darlene.
Oh, Dwayne, I I see what you put now.
Oh,
Oh, years gone by. That's what I thought you guys meant years gone by. I didn't know.
even when I sat there, I leaned in.
Good morning to years. Good morning to you. Tracy's not here, so I'll have to do. Years gone by, if Tracy was here, she would sing you much better. And you guys, I done shut out my chat and I keep going to check on people with the 3 dots, and it's almost wanting me to time people out accidentally.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And no, look. I'm reading again, you guys.
Yeah, I am too. I'm like, oh.
Well,
Oh,
years gone
goodness.
by got sung to twice.
See, so they have an outhouse.
Yeah.
Yes, we still have
Yes,
one,
yes.
and hopefully it will still be around a few more years, but I've got good pictures of it. So,
Well, a few years back when my mom and my aunt and I went out to California to visit my other aunt, there were several places that we went to in like one of the parks and whatnot. That's all they had was outhouses. You just, yeah.
Good
oh goodness, here we go again.
The Point Arena Lighthouse.
Good morning to and good morning at you. Tracy's not here, but I'll have to do.
Good
There
morning.
you go.
Yeah, there was an outhouse at the lighthouse.
Okay, I'll show you guys.
Time out. Good morning at you. Are you throwing good mornings at Raven?
Did I say at?
Yeah, it's still morning.
Did I say at or did she say at?
She said at.
Oh, okay. Whew, I'm off the hook.
I thought it was good morning to you, not at you.
Oh, did I say good morning at you?
It sounds like you sneezed.
Oh, good morning. Here, take another good morning. And take that good morning. And wait a minute. If you throw me one, I'll hit it.
Here you go, Sandy. Boom.
No.
Hellfire.
Yeah.
Darlene, I know you left your farm outside to come in for the funny farm inside.
Oh, Darlene, that deal you sent me was just awesome. I really appreciated that. I really appreciated that. That was really nice. Thank you, Darlene. Darlene B.
This Darlene or Darlene B?
Darlene B. Of course, you send me stuff all the time, and I am thankful for that too.
Dwayne, if we were in our right mind, would you just want to sit here and listen to what Kevin calls hens cackling?
Oh my goodness. Well, look, Dwayne, here's how it really is. I am the only one in my right mind. I am left-handed.
I'm left-handed.
Okay. Destiny and I.
All right. I'm ambidextrous.
Huh?
I'm ambidextrous.
Well,
Okay.
Yes, she does.
that's
Years
true.
gone by, I'm going to give me some silly coffee.
But I am
Yes, ma'am.
dominant.
I'll tell you what, sometimes
Darlene, you're odd man out.
I'm cutting out.
You're odd man out.
sometimes when I have company over, I wish I had an outhouse.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, where's the bathroom? Out there.
There's a bush right around the corner. Pick a spot. The deer won't
All right,
bother
years gone by, I'm getting me some more silly coffee.
The deer won't bother you.
Yeah. Trust me.
They're gonna watch. They won't tell you.
You have to worry about.
Oh.
And you don't need any air freshener out there.
Oh my gosh.
I have the garden hose hooked up, so it's your own bidet.
Yeah.
Derek, if we're not the same ones, and you and Dwayne are the ones that are going to teach the nation smarts, we are in trouble. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Yep.
Just saying.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We were talking. I was saying earlier how my husband, how he found me attractive. All right, you guys. Everybody's different. Good morning, Life with T-Wheel. Good morning to you. Tracy's not here, so I'll have to do. Welcome.
Well,
All right.
Right that time.
Everybody knows their husbands like them or their girlfriends or whatever you decide to have likes, a certain dress or a certain pair of pants or something. I will show you guys what my husband likes the mostest in the world. And this was back when the pool was blue.
Close your eyes.
No, that's it.
Oh, how cool.
Guys, I'm going to have to go. My coffee has arrived.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, so you have people just delivering.
Darn right.
Us too.
Yeah, Liz does. But Sandy, did you ever know you'd have a man in your life waiting on you?
Never.
Well, there you go. God blessed you.
And him too.
Oh boy.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Bless me with Kent. All right, guys. Gotta go.
I love you.
Go.
I love you, Sandy.
Bye.
Pleasure.
Let me get MawMaw's cup. And you guys, sometime in the I'm gonna have
shop going over there.
I know. I gotta go fix MawMaw's. Yeah, and then some. You guys, I keep getting fuzz in my mouth. If you guys see me, I promise it's not like a medication type thing that I'm doing. I'm getting fuzz in my mouth.
Is that what the problem is?
That's what I've
been
been
wondering. What the deal was? You're all, I don't know,
And then
unusual emotions.
I found the picture of my grandma.
Yay!
So I am going to go in there. I'm not going to run. Oh wait, I did find the. Okay, I'll share another picture. MawMaw, you have to wait.
Don't make MawMaw wait. Do not make MawMaw wait.
I'm not. I know.
MawMaw.
All right, you guys. This is what happened when There you go. There's Alabama snow. Look at that. Look at that Alabama snow right there.
Yeah, it exists.
Wow.
It actually snows, and look at there.
Yeah, look at there.
Wow.
We get it in our little corner of Texas sometimes too, but
All right, I better stop because I don't know where those pictures are going. Hey, they're Facebook pictures, though, you guys. They're Facebook pictures.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. So y'all been busy, huh?
Yes and no. I mean, we kind of got stuck in Appleton Sunday night because of the snow and everything.
Right.
And so it was an unplanned extended thing. So yeah. And so I just gotta catch up on a couple shirts that I have to get done and for an order and then go from there. And Derek, I don't know. I did not make this. although I'm sure I can do it. But I did not make this one. I actually bought this for Miss Jaslyn, and I stole it this morning so I could show it off. But they had a deal when we were at the mall with mugs, and so I got Tommy a mug, and then I got Jaslyn a mug. So you bought one and got one for $1.
Oh, well, that's really neat.
Yeah. So I and these are bigger mugs, and so
Like a 13
she
ounce
can have
or
her hot chocolate and stuff like that in there. And
it's enough to do a ramen pack.
Yeah. Yeah, and she does. She eats a lot of ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Loves ramen, and so she wants one of
Sonia, I'm sorry.
suits.
I'm sorry, Destiny. Good night, Sonia.
Good night.
Go to bed. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thanks for putting up with us. Well, okay, let me speak for myself. Thanks for putting up with me.
I'm sitting here trying not to laugh real hard. And the new birdie, she was doing flips. Yeah, I'm talking. Man, I gotta come up with a name for her, because I'm definitely gonna have to go live and do that. To help pick her name. So I thought that was pretty cool.
The kids don't want to pick it?
What's that?
You don't want the kids to pick it?
No, I want to have Jasmine's thrown out a couple names that she likes. But it was something that I wanted to do with the people that have subbed to my channel. And get them involved with the new one. And because it's kind of hard to pick a name. I mean, we have Mr. Remington, we have Mr. Pickles.
I think Birdie.
What's that?
Birdie. Birdie is it Spanish or for green?
Oh, yeah. And and the thing is she's over here doing flips and twisting around and doing all these silly things, and so we have to give her a couple days to kind of relax.
Yeah.
Being in the new environment. She's very vocal already. She's danced. We were watching a show last night, and they redid the movie Overboard. I don't know if anybody knows that movie from it had Goldie I can't think of her name. They were husband and wife. And anyway, in the show, the woman is rich and she falls over the side of the boat, and then she was really mean to this carpenter, and he she loses her memory, and she ends up going and falling in love with him, and blah blah blah.
You're talking about Overboard?
Yes. Okay, so they redid it. So we were watching last night well, it's not really a remake.
They redid it.
Well, it's a spinoff, because they actually talk about the first Overboard.
Oh, okay. It's part 2.
Yeah, it's like a spinoff. It's like a part 2.
Yeah.
Is it them two in it though?
No. They do make Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. I love that movie.
Okay, so they redid it or did a spinoff of it. They do refer to the first movie in the second, or in this one that we watched last night, but there was a lot of Mexican music in it, and the new birdie absolutely was loving it. She was dancing and she was just having a good old time. So I was like, okay. So now I got to see if she likes Celtic music like my other two.
Oh, she probably will. I got to tell you, the poor bird has had to do the song and dance routine, her own little circus, because she was the only one left in the cage and nobody was getting her. She's having to get all this attention so that somebody would take her home and love her. And y'all did. I'm so glad you did.
Well, see, the thing is like they had one wall. So it's like a display, an end cap display. And one side had a bunch of her kind in it. Then she was by herself. Then you went to the front of it, and there was a whole section of birds in there. And then they had a lot of birds. Yeah, they had a lot of them. They don't see birds don't sell like they thought they were going to, the lady said. And
Oh,
so, they have a bunch of them, and I could only choose one. Otherwise, I would have taken them all home with me, and I really would have not let me go to Appleton again.
your own aviary.
That's the thing. I absolutely love birds. Like, it all started with me feeding the wild birds outside. I've done that. I've always loved birds. I just never thought of them as pets.
Right.
And so Tommy and I, when we got together, he was talking about his dad and the ones that he had growing up. I was like, oh, I didn't realize you could have them for pets. And so, me being me. And so we ended up with, my whole spleen thing happened. And then about a month later, we ended up with Mr. Pickles.
Right, that's right.
And then we ended up with Mr. Remington the last time we went to Appleton. And then this time we went to Appleton and we ended up with a new one. But she was the only one left in the cage. And so we asked her, is there a specific reason why she's all by herself? She was trying to get the other birds after the glass divider, her area to where the other birds were. And they're like, no, all the ones that were in that cage all sold except for her. I said, well, because she was doing hide and seek by herself, and she was flips. Her personality is pretty quirky.
Yeah, that's cool.
She was making me laugh, and she was all strutting and stuff like that, and I wasn't sure if she was male or female. So either way, I fell in love with her immediately, and she knows I'm talking about her over there. She's all yeah. But I instantly fell in love with her, and there was nothing wrong with her. She's just everybody else sold, and so I did. I was watching all the other ones too, but just something about her.
Yeah.
And so she loves Tommy. I was like, see, you'll have her bird, even though she's not. She's gonna love you too. He was able to put his hand in the cage. Now she gets a little panicky yet, which that's to be expected.
Yeah, well, living such a public life.
Right. So Tommy, he was able to open the cage door. He was able to touch, pet her foot. But if he went to move to pet the top of her head, and that's when she spazzed. But he was able to actually go into the cage and pet her foot, and she was okay with that. So yes, yeah. And so it's.
Well, hello, Denise.
It's a process.
And Newfoundler.
Oh.
Ingalls. Welcome. Look, Bird Lady started talking about birds. We have gone around the world. So I promise, if you go to the very first part, and then you fast forward to the middle part, and then go toward, you're going to be like,
what's that?
Wait, what happened? Then you're going to want to be like, okay, wait, I've got to step back and watch this. I got to see where in the world did that? Glorious Ways TV. Hey, everybody welcome each other. Yeah, and look, I'm going to stay away from the mouse because I keep wanting to cut people off. I thought I had my chat up. Checking everybody's channel. Okay, you know what? Yes, we're talking about birds, but I found something like scrolling through pictures in my Facebook pictures. I have a very good, I told this to people and they couldn't get the gist of what I was trying to say. Here we're going to go. All right. Let me make the picture big. Now,
you better hang on, Destiny. It's going to be over. Hang
on. Does anybody eat or is it just me? The French onion, the ones out of that you make green bean casserole.
Oh yeah. I like the green bean casserole.
Yeah, the French onion. I mean, the onions in the dried onions. Okay, the dried onions. So I'm going to start there because this is what I told somebody, and now they don't want to eat them anymore. But I got another word to go for this one. I want you guys to take a good look.
The other way around.
Okay, I want you guys to take a good look at how that looks. You see that? You guys in chat see that? Now, okay, I eat these. Look, I eat these things like potato chips. So now, let me go back. Where's the back button?
I'm glad it's not smell-o-vision.
Okay, now, everybody that knows about Walking Dead, the dude used to have his zombie ears.
I'm gonna have
now look, don't those look like French onion? Don't those look like the onions? Liz had to run.
They look like ears.
They're zombie ears, but they look like those onions. Let me go back to it.
Yeah.
You see?
Yep.
Okay. Now, every time I eat them, I think of zombie ears. Yes, your host today is weird. Yes. So, Misha.
This just did it to me again. They kicked me out of the Pixie account and threw me into my regular, my other account, my Destiny account, the one I've had for years and years and years. So I responded to Raven, but did not realize it was under my real name. So, but it was me. Just so you know, I don't know if she knows what my real name is or not, but I don't know why it does that. It's been doing that an awful lot lately. So,
Misha, you will never, and let me see, Willow and Misha, you will never open some and pick out one without looking at it. And then you're going to tell Josh, it does look like a zombie ear, and he's going to look at you like you're crazy.
Is it safe to come back? Is it safe?
yeah, I'll be right back.
What? Yeah, see, Casey knows. Casey said, you must be talking about the onion things. See?
You're not finished with that.
But I still eat them. I eat them like, potato chips.
Okay, I'm going to go back in the other room.
No, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
I can't handle gross.
Hey, Jackson, RV Aviation. Good morning. Good morning. And it is still morning. So it will not be long before I will have to cut off. And you know what? I do have a spurt of energy. I don't know what brought that spurt of energy along.
Oh, boy. Excuse me.
But I know when I come off here, I'm going to be like, the kitchen needs doing, and this needs doing, and oh my gosh. But yes.
In my thoughts, I'm very industrious, but when in reality, it's like, oh, I didn't do that yet.
Oh, yeah. Cheetos too, Willow.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Let's not the food thing and the zombie crap.
No, they're not like zombies. No, Cheetos are good.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Don't go there.
Oh, you don't like them?
No, I like Cheetos. I don't want to zombies.
Oh, no. There ain't nothing about Cheetos reminds me of that. Cheetos is just good.
Unfortunately, yes, they are. I just can't handle.
Derek, I could do that too. I can eat croutons just like they're right out of the thing.
Yeah, I was eating rice cakes last night.
What did I eat?
Another channel, and they were talking about food and all these desserts, and I was like, I'm trying not to eat that stuff.
Now,
I have to eat. That's not going to be too bad. So I go in there and I go cut some cheese, some pepper jack cheese. And I'm sitting there. Oh, wait. There's some rice cakes in there. I went and got the rice cakes. I'm like, so I'm telling them, oh, yum. I've got pepper jack cheese and rice cakes. They're going, you're eating right.
Look, that major change in weather yesterday, not me. I mean, it just, when I got off here, I just couldn't. I mean, I had to go in the bedroom and just get under blankets, and I just.
Yeah, you're right there, Willow.
Denise,
Willies.
I eat dry cereal too, and I got some Cocoa Pebbles and I got excited and I'm like, oh, these are going to taste good. And I taste one plain. I'm like, that's not my childhood. Why does this taste different? So I added milk. And to start, when the crunching was going on, I'm like, oh, my childhood. And then my stomach decided, nope.
We got a loose bird. Hi, baby. Come on. Come on. You want to say hi to everybody? Do you want to say hi to everybody? All right. Can you turn around? Can you say hi? Oh, good boy. Mr. Remington, he flew out of his cage because he wanted to come over and say hi.
Mr. Remington, you are making.
Oh, hello, Mr. Remington. You're so handsome.
If anybody don't know, like if you guys check out the chat, and if anybody's new, oh no, no, where's Destiny? Okay,
Yay, she's back. Mr. Remington is back.
look, I have to take my hand off the scrolly thing.
Darling, what are you doing?
Say hi.
Hello, Mr. Remington.
Don't say hi. People will take that the wrong way, Mr. Remington.
He just took off.
I am not. High on God. Yes,
There you
Vicky. My allergies, the change that went from the day before being hot and me having to put on a tank top to sleep in and then woke up with it freezing. Yes. I just had to lay down. We had to do takeout.
Mhm.
Hands gone wild. Are you talking about mine?
Turn around.
Aw.
Oh, my.
Hello,
Wait.
Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickles. Hey, my boy.
Mr. Pickles.
Hey, my boy.
He's
Hey
like,
there.
what?
Are you saying nah? That's because you're used to seeing me right up in the screen. Bless your heart and
Hello,
loves me
Mr.
still.
Pickles. You're so handsome, Mr. Pickles.
This is my baby. He's a mama's boy.
Willow,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right,
They're all
Willow.
precious. All precious.
Now she is chatting up a storm, but the thing is I don't want to take her out because I'll be running around the house for the next
Yeah.
4 minutes.
And if the front door or back door opens, she's out the door and she's a dead bird then.
Yeah, and the thing is they didn't clip her, so we have to
Mhm.
actually get her clipped.
Look what Willow said.
I love it, Willow. I love your avatar, Willow.
See, you guys, if I can't laugh at myself, because look, I've always been ditzy. And
Is that where the term ditzy blonde came from?
And
Oh, my goodness.
look, I know what's happening now. My Band-Aid is grabbing fuzz, and then when I prop up, it goes in my mouth.
So you're eating fluff.
Yeah. Look, my granddaughter
Fiber.
had this thing of eating her books when she
No.
she would eat paper, she'd eat books. She would pull the fluff out of the car seat cover.
Mm.
I said, you need to have them to check her for what is it, pica? It's
I
a
don't know.
deficiency to where they'd eat paper and have. So
Huh.
yes,
Never heard
but
that.
no, I don't like feeling like I'm eating fluff.
No.
But no, you guys, I promise.
Yours is an accident. Hers was on purpose.
I've only done coffee. I have not done any sweets. But I will probably eat some honey Cheerios. I like those out of the box. Oh, Willow. That is, yes, Willow. You are the feisty. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I have been fluffing it up. She's George the Animal Steal. Who is George the Animal Steal?
I've never heard of that person. I don't know. Well, did you put the Mr.
What manner of
Pickles back?
nonsense? What
I
manner
did.
of nonsense is that, NASCAR man? 3, 3, 4, 5.
Well, considering the source, you know. And yeah, it takes one to know one, so I'm sorry. There's one live, there's one in the chat. You know, you can't win.
Look. Dwayne needs to know if I can have a mug.
A mug. Dwayne, what? Oh boy, I'm lost.
I'm always lost.
Hey, but I can read a map, so I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know if I can read a map again. I got GPS now. It's way easier.
Yeah, well, that's handy. That's true.
It
Yeah,
costs
I remember when I was a kid, my dad liked to go on vacations, and every few years we'd get to do something maybe beyond going to my aunt's in Louisiana. But anyway, I recall we were going to see somebody in Houston once, and we were trying to get back home, and this was back in the 60s, so I was a little kid, and I remember my mother had the map, okay, and my dad's saying, okay, we need to find such and such a road, and he says, so I need for you to find it on the map. So she's looking, and she's looking at the signs, and she's looking at the map. She says, well, such and such should be next, and such. He says, no, not seeing it. And then after about 5 minutes of this, she says, oh, and she starts laughing. She says, I had us coming from San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay. We all got a good chuckle out of it. But it wasn't long after that, my dad says, I'm going to show you how to look at a map here. So I got to help out with the map instructions when I was growing up, and I enjoyed it. I still love maps today.
Yeah, they're pretty new. I just don't know if I can remember how to. I'd like to have a crash course in it again because it's been so
I can
long.
even refold them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a Texas thing. We have a big one, so we got to figure out how to fold them.
Okay, on a serious note, we're going to pray
Okay.
Yes,
Right.
we're going to pray sciatica, you guys, at this household. Not just because of me, but now Keevans is acting up where he twisted his back.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you're just going to have to go get that shot, and I had to put you on steroids. He said, well, he read up on it and said epidural helps. I said, insurance makes you go through different things. They make you jump through hoops before they get to that.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
Newfoundlander, thank you for throwing hearts and love around. And anybody out there that needs and wants to build, and throw your links out there. Derek, throw yours, because NASCAR Man 3345 does Monday auctions.
Yeah.
He does Monday auctions.
He's the bomb, man. He's the bomb.
And then Sandy and Jewelry Nurse are going to take over for Mothership Products. When they end, they're going to pick right up and do theirs.
Yeah.
And one day
lose that outlet. And we respect and appreciate Dwayne and Heather for all the time that they have done this. What is it, like 3 years now or something?
Yeah.
Yes, that's an awesome run. And that can wear you out. We appreciate you guys.
So, yeah, they're going to do that. So, Derek, if you would put your channel link out there, and if somebody could throw Sandy's link out there. All right, Willow. We love you. I'm so glad you come in today.
Good night, Willow.
I know
Yes,
Misha was
blessings
buying
on your
everything
evening.
last night. Misha was on a roll. But we love you, Willow.
Yes, we do.
Night or day or whatever it is.
Night, day,
Much love.
moon landing, sun landing, Venus. I don't know. We're
Right.
on Mars. Good night, Willow. God bless, sweetheart.
No.
Much love.
I had somebody
love.
new that come on, and what I'm going to have to do is go back through and look because I had to close out. When there's a bunch of people, influx comes in. We just see who's in chat. We don't know who all comes over and watches that aren't on chat.
Right.
And it starts slowing my computer where I can hear, then, it does that thing. But at least I can have 4 people on, and it's not like how my laptop was doing. So,
Yeah.
I said that's a blessing when it holds up. Speakers are still echoey sometimes, but hey, I'm just glad God blessed us with a way of still doing this.
Yes.
So if I have to put on the big old gaming things or put in my earbuds, it's all good. I ain't gonna complain.
Well, now
about
you
it.
need the Yeti microphone, the blue Yeti hanging down here with the little dish up there so you can talk into it and have that sound.
Right here.
So you look like a radio person.
So I can lean in.
You lean in and talk to that and look like a professional radio person.
Heck no. They'd be like, she done got too bougie. That's Bougie Bear. You guys, somebody put Bougie Bear's link out there. But no, I'm not bougie.
No, I didn't realize that Bougie had one like that. I was just messing with you.
I know. I'm just this, look, I was blessed from NASCAR man, blessed me with the camera and camera and speakers.
Awesome.
That, no, that is a mic. Yeah. He blessed me with that so Casey could take his back.
Mic is where you talk. Speakers is where you hear other people's talk. You got it, darling?
Okay. I don't want to mispronounce your name.
Ooh.
So Try Do. I'll call you Try Do. Welcome. Thank you for coming back. You're not a visitor. You're family when you already come back. When you come back.
Awesome.
So, yes, you just Kevin was listening, and I was watching. He pulled it up on my phone, so we was watching on my phone, and then I had it just like sitting up there until I took my medicine and Kevin took his, and I was like, I don't want to be bidding on something I can't afford or knock somebody out of the auction because I hit the wrong thing. You guys, I did that one night. I didn't knock anybody out. I had my phone in my hand, in my earbuds in, and I was on Think Dragon, and I done fell asleep. And my finger was on the screen. And I don't know what I done. And, he leans in and he said, Norgasar. And I was like, and I looked at the screen and I was like all spastic. And I was like, oh my gosh, what'd I do? And I looked at the screen and I'm like, oh no, I got to close out of this. No. I heard my name and I guess I didn't show love to somebody. I don't even know who I showed love to. And when you are loving and you're under the influence,
oh my goodness,
it's time to hang it up, buddy. You guys don't drive under the influence. Do not text under the influence, and don't go on YouTube and show the love while you're under the influence.
Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Yes.
Found somebody out by accident, huh?
No, she come live, but hey, that was the happiest time. We were joyous for you coming on under the influence.
I had tubes and everything.
Oh
Hey.
yeah, it was such a joy to see
That was
see that you were okay.
Girl.
You know, okay.
yes.
I still
Especially
can't
after
watch
that.
the
That was
whole
okay
thing.
compared to what it was.
Yeah, I still can't watch the whole thing.
But yes, you
Well,
did. Oh yeah, but you did,
that's
Pat. You did, Pat. That's yeah. You did do the Pat thing that night about 10. It was about 10:30, and me and you had already talked. So when my phone goes off with a FaceTime from I almost said Dixie from Destiny, I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought something was wrong. Here I am laid up in bed with, and as soon as I clicked on it, there's Pat D's. And I was like, oh. And I mean, I wear clothes to bed, but I do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh, hey, Pat. Hey, Destiny, are you okay? And I'm looking at, and I got my eyes big, so I'm sure this is what they see. Pat, hey, and I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah. She was right as rain, and when she talked about her incision, I'm like, oh, Destiny, no. I said, no, Pat, bye, Pat, no.
Just so everybody knows, my incision is.
I seen it. She did show. She shared it with me. Yes, she shared it with me.
It is exactly 12 inches long.
Oh, okay, 12 inches. All right.
Yeah, a foot long.
Which is a lot on someone of your height.
Yes, because I'm only 5 foot.
Yeah.
Jackson,
That's a
you
lot.
can't say that that is no more than, there's nothing better than watch a father and son spend time, and especially with the hobby that you share.
Yeah.
And I've watched it, and I love to watch it. But, you can't say it's no more than that, because that's a lot. That is a lot for somebody to go to your channel and watch. What more can you do? We're silly. Yeah, we get real silly. And I'm so glad that you come here. Come and enjoy
sometimes I'm silly.
Hey, Rhonda.
I'm sorry.
Rhonda, I had my head turned. I did not see you. I was being animated again.
Well, hey, Rhonda. Good to see you, dear. I miss you too. I'm clowning around.
I think everybody on here. I think everybody on here has done the fall asleep on. Oh, Derek. Laid all up on his couch one time asleep.
Yep.
Just fell right to sleep. And we all just got to watch him sleep. There's Derek. Derek's sleeping. Yes, he is. Everybody. But yes, Destiny.
Like a
bless
baby.
her. I always have to bring that up. Bless her. At least you're not holding Snoop Dogg.
Huh?
Snoop Dogg. Look at Snoop Dogg when she look at her face when she gets all.
Oh, I was so confused.
Me too. I'm like, what? Darlene, what channel are you on?
And how come you're not sharing with the rest of the audience?
Yeah.
Because everybody has to know that her baby looks like Snoop Dogg.
My baby?
Look, yes. Look, your baby, look, this is how she gets comfortable. She loves to hear me just like Mr. And her eyes starts doing this.
I think so. Yeah, look at her.
Look at her. Does she not look like Snoop Dogg?
She just loves it. The morning show. That's all I can say. She just loves the show.
But
all
no.
the people.
You got, Denise. She had gallbladder surgery the old-fashioned way.
Ooh.
Okay, baby.
I don't know what the old-fashioned way is, and it doesn't sound good.
where
Wanda just revealed the fact that she's a lurker normally.
we like lurkers.
Yeah, that's all good. Lurkers are welcome.
Gallbladder the old-fashioned way was a long incision.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, a very long incision. It's a whole they cut from stem to stern.
Yeah. I was blessed when I had mine out that it was the 3 little things, but it still took some time to get over. Just because those incisions are small doesn't mean that it's nothing. Oh boy, it was a big deal.
Letter came out. I had the 3 little incisions that they were. Then they had to cut my belly button because my gallbladder was too big and they couldn't do anything to make it smaller. So they had to cut my belly button to get it through.
Ooh.
So I ended up with an extra incision.
Oh my goodness! No, I was blessed to not have that problem. I didn't have stones. I had inflammation.
Yeah, I had a big old stone, and they don't know what caused it. So I have 2 filters missing now. So I have to be super extra careful.
and the incisions still hurt because this weekend, I even last night I kept my shoulder surgery. It dips in. I asked Keevan, I said, yours don't do that. I said, why does mine dip in? He said, because they had to cut it so long.
Yeah.
But it hurt. It's, it'll get sore. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's like those nerve endings are tickling.
Mm-hmm. Now how? And I know what it is. My hand. Look, you guys. That's when your hands are so dry. I don't know if it's static or. I promise you guys.
Jackson RC Aviation says, as a 25-year retired SWAT commander, life has always been precious. Oh, definitely, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think Derek's youngest son wants to be in SWAT.
Yeah.
So, I should probably go back through and.
So Jackson, you've seen life from all different aspects. So
it's a blessed career.
When you see things that other people have not seen.
Yeah.
You have to feel grateful for what you have. And it's the same way that I look at things that I went through and overcome. I can understand, what somebody else is talking about.
Yeah.
You know what, Denise? They're just beauty marks.
This is how I was told to look at my scar. Okay, from when my spleen and everything.
Oh, I could read that roadmap, Denise.
When you look at your scars, remember that those scars are who you are now, and every time you look at them, remember that you are alive because of those scars.
That's right.
And as much as I do not like the one that I have from here, every time I look at it, it reminds me that I survived something major. And I'm still here. So
yeah, I
have a bunch of other scars too all over. So I can relate with that part. But the one major scar that I have, we have to look at it as a blessing and not as a curse.
Right.
It can be. It's a blessing because it reminds us of what we went through, and it helps us to become the people that we are now. So.
Good morning, Jenny Jen.
Hey, Jenny Jen. And see the one around my neck. A lot of people can't see. I mean, but let me see. It's on this side. Wait, that's that side. But I mean,
Careful.
I mean, it was a lot of staples in it, and it's just it's just cool. It's things that shoulder surgery and
sometimes they can do a scar up an incision along a natural fold line that your body is going to do, like on your neck or something. That kind of helps too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I still got Facebook up. Who else? Okay. You know, the mouse. Yes. Be careful with the mouse, Darlene. Do not time somebody out. I told one day about
Oh boy.
getting attacked by a Waffle House coffee. I will show you guys what a Waffle House coffee that I did to myself
Uh-oh.
did to me. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
2 black eyes. And that was
Oh.
healing. That done healed.
How did a Waffle House cup do that to you?
Because that is I set it on the banister and it fell off and I thought somebody done knocked me out. So
Tell me
it
about
was, look, I could have told the story and said, yeah, it was back in my heyday and we got fighting in the Waffle House. You know, people fight. Even Kid Rock got kicked out of the Waffle House because they got in a fight. So,
Yeah,
but that's not my
The cook becomes the bouncer with that spatula, you know.
That Waffle House cup is a big one. It's not their, you know how thick they are, but it was a big Christmas one. So I couldn't even say, hey, back in my heyday, we were at the Waffle House one night and we got into it. And you ought to see the other person. Well, guess what? You guys, I thought, because I was standing up and I'm 5'6", the banister's over 8 foot. So I had reached up and set the cup up there, and I don't know how I ended up knocking it off, but I
don't know how you got it up there to begin with, but that's okay.
When that thing fell, I thought somebody done snuck up on me and cold cocked me because I've never, I have been hit before like that, but
yeah, I got whacked upside the head with the bicycle rim once.
But I tell you what,
bicycle rim, and it was a heavy duty rim, and I ended up with stitches right around there.
So yeah, I tell you what. We have, you just live with the knocks and then you tell somebody so they can say, this crazy woman says she got knocked out by a Waffle House cup and it wasn't nobody. She just did it herself.
Well, like you say, sometimes you want to juice up the story, but
I didn't even have to juice up the story. I mean, that was just, hey, you guys, I knocked myself out.
And that's a little hard to do, but.
And if people, oh, God bless you too, Jackson. I know I'm about to have to go because I got to take my puppy out to use the bathroom. But
Darlene, can I show
Jackson.
a picture of my mom and my daughter? How
that'd be cool.
Can you what?
Can I show the picture from Facebook of my daughter and my mom and how close they look?
Yes.
All right.
Present her. Did you hear me? Present.
Oh, yeah.
her.
Thank you.
She's got to pop it up now.
Hello, wake up.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
And she looks like she could be her mom. Your mom looks young enough to be her mom.
Yep,
wow.
Exactly. And
That's
I
awesome.
didn't realize until that moment how much my daughter looked like my mom. And
wow.
I do have one more picture. It's of my grandma when she was my age. This is my grandma.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is my grandma. I look like her. I don't see it, but
well, who is one of those? Your mom?
This is my Aunt Cindy.
Yeah.
My Aunt Linda.
Oh,
okay.
Cool.
And so, but yeah.
And your mom's taking the picture, probably.
Probably. I'm not really sure. I don't remember who took this picture, but my grandmother was a beauty pageant winner.
Awesome.
That's how she got my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
She was in a beauty pageant. My grandfather was in the Navy, and well, he just happened to see the beauty pageant. She won second place and walked away with a husband.
I love to hear stories of how people meet. That is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, my Aunt Cindy. You know, and that's funny too because my Aunt Cindy is amazing. She is one
Oh, how nice.
strong woman.
Oh, Jenny Jen. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
don't even know if I have a picture.
Oh,
And you know what,
sweet
Jenny?
Jen.
Yes, thank you, thank you. And you know what? That goes towards what I call my ministry. Yes, we're silly, we're crazy women, and what we do is have fun and cut up in a great way. And so your super chat goes to help you. Look,
Ooh.
you just kept me on the air. I'm just saying, don't take it back. But thank you for that blessing. Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Des.
I just joined your family, Jenny Jen.
I'm trying to find a picture of my Aunt Cindy right now, what she looks like. It's hard to go through people's pictures sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think I showed y'all that one of when we went out to my mom and my aunt and I went out to California to see my other aunt, and we all had the like shirts. Yeah. Which, that's crazy because I don't wear patterned shirts, really. One day my daughter was working at Hobby Lobby, right? And I was going in there to pick up some stuff, and of course they had her, and I'm out there in the front and doing something. I guess the furniture in the little foyer area kind of caught my eye, and she told me later, she says, I looked up and, oh, who's this?
This is my Aunt Cindy.
Oh.
Wow. She's a beauty. Thank you for serving our communities.
Actually, my Aunt Cindy is so amazing that me and my Aunt Cindy actually have a very close bond.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that my Aunt Cindy is the one that took my mom to the hospital when my mom went into labor with me. And my Aunt Cindy is the one that watched and yelled at the doctor and said, baby's coming. So she actually watched me being born.
Aw.
Wow.
My Aunt Linda's birthday is the day before my birthday. So my Aunt Linda tells everybody that I was her birthday present.
Oh, how nice. That is so cool.
So my Aunt Cindy to me is a very special woman, just like my grandmother. I mean, all the women in my family are very strong and, stuff like that. My Aunt Linda is actually she's going to be a minister. And so she's doing all her schooling for that.
Awesome.
So she can be, what is that called? When graduate so that she can be a minister. And so it's a lot of strong women in my family.
That's awesome.
And there is on my mom's side, even though she was the only girl, but all of the women on that side, well, a lot of them. Well, from her oldest brother, those are the ones I was around. But I said all of the women are talkers, and they all end up with these men that just are docile. I said, because they can't get a word in edgewise. I mean, our women on that side of the family are just what we believe we
gift
believe.
of gab, huh?
And we are fired up about our beliefs, our faith and beliefs. Oh, Gianna. Hey, Gianna.
Yeah, Rhonda's good. Rhonda's cool. Well,
hey, Gianna.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say about my daughter in Hobby Lobby. So I was out in that foyer area, and she had looked up. She tells me later, she says, I had looked up, and she says, I saw this person. I saw enough of them to think, oh, that looks like Mom. And then I caught a glimpse of what the blouse she was wearing, and I said, no, that's not my mom. She doesn't have any clothes like that. But I didn't wear that blouse very often, after I came back from California. But that day I was wearing it, and I came in, and she says, oh, it is my mother.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So sometimes we kind of surprise our loved ones.
Whew.
I don't remember why I decided to tell y'all that story. There was a reason behind that.
Why did I share the outhouse? Why did I share the zombie ears? And hey,
Because this is what we do. We go like this.
The rabbit warren.
we used to call it squirreling. Now it is the hamstering.
Oh, well, there you go.
The hamstring. If you guys wonder, that's going to be a new word in Wikipedia. I'm going to send it in, and it's going to say Norgus are created the hamstring.
I love it. I love it.
And I have to really, really think of a time that I am going to be able to do the interview with Joel from Australia, because he has got he's goes by superhero, and he's got a great topic that topic on misconceptions that scare people away from their imagination. Is that not a good topic?
Yeah, that is a good topic.
That is a good topic if you have imagination. And I think at one time, if you hadn't yeah, that's right, Denise. That is right. You know, just because you don't go to church, you don't lose your faith and the love. That's in your heart. That's not in a building. You know how sad it would be if we did not have God in our hearts and we had to go the way they used to. We would have to go to a building and offer sacrifices, and they had it rough back then. We are blessed.
Yes.
That He is with us all the time, and we need to let people know that, you know, when we are out and about. Let them see that joy that we have.
Gianna's in the chat. You better sing.
Well, then Rhonda too. Good afternoon, Gianna and Rhonda, to Denise. Oh, Denise ain't here. Denise is here. Tracy's not here, so I'll have to do. LizzAnn, I forgot your name today.
You did? How could you possibly forget this?
You weren't, and I'm like, I said, Tracy, who is the other woman that comes on here with us? She said, LizzAnn? Yes.
Oh, I feel the love.
Oh,
Well, I forgot Tracy's name.
The hamster fell off again.
I forgot Tracy's name, so you guys.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You
The hamster
guys.
fell off again.
Look, my imagination was a little girl walking around outside talking to herself. I was Norgus. Listen to me. See, I was a little girl talking to Norgus. So then Norgus come out. It took all this time, and Norgus said, "Hey, little girl, jump back in there. You are too depressed. I don't like it. You're not using your creativity. You're jumping back in there." And yes, so you guys, if you jump off because you think, "Oh my gosh, we are talking to Sybil." Some of you will understand that.
I used to be a daydreamer. Oh, I still am.
Yeah, Destiny's too young to know who Sybil is.
I don't understand. Sorry.
Sally Field played that part.
But you'll have to look it up. She had multiple. Yes, she had multiple. Sybil, I think.
Yeah.
She had so many
for that part. I think she did.
Yes, she had so many multiple personalities. And it was it's so sad, but still, somebody's going to think, "Oh my gosh." See, look at Derek. Well, Derek, you're still on here too. What's that got to say about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Denise, I think that's what I did. LizzAnn, you were a daydreamer. My daughter would be like just sitting there like, kind of that way too.
Mm-hmm.
But
focus. When I was in school, I had a heck of a time focusing.
I did
Staying
too.
on track. You know what I got on my report card almost every single time?
Lack of interest.
No. Efficient utilization of time.
Oh, I got lack of interest.
It took years for me to figure out what that was.
By the time, yes,
Like
yes,
they were talking
Vicky.
in code. I was like, what do they mean by that? You know?
Mine was lack of interest, and then by the time I got in high school, it was talk too much. Really? What?
Oh, well, you know.
Or I would get hit because I slept in my history in government class in history in the 11th grade.
Yeah. Government class, I had a monotone speaking teacher.
He just called me by my last name, and as soon as I loved him though. He's passed, but I loved that teacher. But the first time he looked at my name, my last name, he said, "Any relations to?" And he called my sister's name. I said, "That's my oldest sister," and he had this look.
Oh no, I've got another one.
Yeah, so bless him.
Oh my goodness.
He tried to find a place to put me, you know, and there was no place you could put me. No matter who you put me beside, I'd either talk or sleep, dude. So I would be doing this sometimes, and I'd be nodding, and he'd be like, call my last name, real like if he'd say, "Norris, you're fishing back there," because head bobbing. And sometimes I'd hear him, sometimes I wouldn't. He'd just put a 0 for that day, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
But he loved me.
Says,
I will be right
Norris
back.
was your alter ego.
Yes.
Like Traci is mine.
Yeah, and people talk about having 2 accounts.
Oh,
so back
goodness.
on LiveJournal, I had a LiveJournal. It was like, it was before MySpace.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it was sort of like you just chose who you wanted on there, and you shared a whole lot, sort of like Facebook.
Uh-huh.
But I had one called Traci, and I had Tricks are for kids, and that's what I put. So anyway,
yeah, my original account with AOL Messenger was, are you ready for this? Glizzard 99. With 2 Z's, of course. It had 2 Z's.
Oh, because you're listening. Okay, I would think of a gizzard and a blizzard. A cold lizard would be glizzard.
Well, my husband's middle name is Gene, and that's what he goes by. And so I put the G in front of lizard, basically.
You know, that same teacher ended up being, well, that had to be my 10th grade year, because the 11th grade year, he ended up being the assistant principal. Mm-hmm. And I was able to go in his office at a very, very bad time in my life. I had run away from home. Ooh. And I had run away from home. So I was out of school for about a week. A lot was going on, the reason I did. Yeah. So I would be able, he called me in one time because the girl was spreading a rumor about me, real bad about me, because I'd gain weight. I don't know if anybody else. During the summer, I'd lose a little bit. During the winter, I'd gain a little bit.
Well, it's a natural protection.
And so, yeah, okay. And so this girl spread a rumor about me. So he called me in his office
and said, confronted you.
And he said, "What's up?" Because I kind of had a discussion with her at the lockers. Oh. And you guys, I didn't have to say curse words.
You made it plain. She was mistaken. Yeah.
And there's about 20 kids that, was waiting to see what was going to happen. But, and he called me, he called me my last name again. He called me my last name. Get in here. Okay. I went in there. He said, "What's wrong?" And I told him. And, we sat in there and we chit-chatted. He was my safe place to go.
Oh, that's good.
He was a safe place to go.
That's good.
And I could not stand the principal. Could not stand him. But the vice principal, I did not know. They called him Shady Grady. Until years later, I said, "What? What are you talking about?"
I'm getting
But-
kissed, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh, but yeah, he was. It was just a safe place, and so if things were piling up, and I had friends, I had a very, very best friend. My very, very best friend in the world in high school. He died of AIDS.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, years later. He never told me he had it. When me and Kiva moved back, like I got married out of high school. That's what I wanted to do. Straight out of high school, I wanted to get married and have kids. No college, no nothing. I wanted to be a good mom and all that. So that didn't work out. Yeah. So I was working, away from this little area. Then me and Kevin got together. And of course, we went to Atlanta, and I come back and I met him. And I met back up with them through a friend, and he and I picked right back up, where we were. He had moved back to our area. He had moved to Columbus, Georgia. So he was back in our area, and he and I would talk. We'd get on the phone and we would talk forever. And I knew he was sick. I didn't ask questions. I never talked about his identity. We never did in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, he dated, but I knew. I think I knew. And and I loved him for him.
You just accepted him.
Yeah, for just him for him. And he never said the words to me. I am this or that. And he never said, I am sick with this.
Right.
We talked on the phone, and I loved him unconditionally. And, God allowed me to go through those experiences as well. I said earlier. And we go from a report card to school. And you guys, with all my chatter, and I have been on a long time. And you know what? StreamYard, I'm paying for it. You're making me pay for it. 20 hours a month.
Imagine that, you a talker.
20 hours a month. Really? And I'm looking at the camera. Really? 20 hours a month. You talk 90% more than any other free. We cut you down 20 hours a month. Thank you, Lord, for Super Chat.
Yes.
You got Super Chat paid for the. Okay. You guys, that's my rant eyes.
Yeah, in the rant, huh?
That's the eyes. So it comes back around, you guys. As silly as I am, this place is a place that I understand. Thank you, Jennifer. I am tired. My legs are hurting. Not hurting, you guys. It's that
they're aching.
It's not even that. It's that burnt. It's that weird vibration.
Tingling.
Yeah. But Vicky was a student council. Well, Miss Trixie and Traci was a cheerleader. She was a cheerleader.
I would have been scared to death, Vicky, of doing the announcements over the intercom.
Me too.
There's no way I would have done that. My word.
Denise, I talked to everybody, in high school, but my senior year was just, it was like, okay, this is on you, because I was out of school for a whole year. I should have graduated 82. I graduated 83. But it was like, okay, it's on you now. You're 18 years old. You can graduate or you can't. It's on you what you do. So I loved everybody, but I still wasn't one to like stand up in front of people. But one day it clicked in my head. You know what? You're just as good. Hey, Emma. Hello, Emma. Thank you for being here. And Nathan. Yay. I told my husband, yes, I'm still on, baby. They keep coming. That's what I'm like, they keep coming.
Hey, Jennifer, I didn't see you in the chat.
So, one day it clicked, and it was, I think a lot of it had to do, I was working at a trucking company, and I was still kind of mousy. And my husband, being a truck driver, and seeing that truck drivers, and when I worked in the office, they would look down on truck drivers. The banker would come in, and I would hear the things my boss would say with the banker in the other room, talking about going out of town, cheating on the wives, and all this. And you know, I would sit there and I thought, you know what? I would pick hanging out with these truck drivers before I would. Hey, T-Town Gambler, before I would want to be hanging out with the supervisors and the bankers and the lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes he would pick at me and call me a Linton head. A Linton head. So if you guys don't know, I grew up out here now in Alabama, cotton mills. The South had cotton mills. And my mom and dad, they worked in the cotton mill. I worked in the cotton mill. So he would pick at me and call me a Linton head. I told him one time, I said, you know what? I'm proud that I worked in the cotton mill. I am proud. That was hard work, and that's okay. I am proud that my family were hardworking people. And he said, well, I was just kidding. I said, well, yeah. And, I learned to that. Stand up, you guys. Hold your head up to the world.
Mm-hmm.
You're just as good as anybody out there.
Oh, thank you, Nathan.
But don't ever think you're better. Just just be level with people. Like I tell people, LizzAnn and Traci and even Destiny, they don't stand behind me. They stand beside me in this. When you guys on Fridays, when Derek, NASCAR man, comes on, I always used to say he was my right-hand man, and Traci was the left side. And now it's expanded, but there's nobody behind. God's before us.
Hey, I'm running with Pat the Cage.
God is with us and he's in us. So when I'm silly and God has let me be on this long, it is through his grace. Oh, you guys, go ahead. Oh.
I can't put it on because I'm holding the dog, but
yes, you guys, that is
Friday.
That's the hat I made for Liz.
My Darlene original. It's even got
original
here, and it's just awesome. I just love it.
That is the saltine hat I made for her.
Yeah.
So there are many layers. I love my God, my husband.
You guys, I need to run, but we need to do a private hangout sometime today.
Yep.
Okay.
To do a calibration, collaboration.
Yeah. So
I have to do a calibration too.
I know I'm about to, because my baby's going to have to go pee-pees.
I'm about to pass out.
So, much love, everybody.
Much love.
And I will chat at you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you.
Sounds good. Have a great one. God bless.
So,
guys.
And then there were two.
So yes, a good person for God, and then I got into Christian womanhood, but I was a wife. Love being a mom, you guys, a wife and mom. Daughter-in-law, which is more a daughter to MawMaw back there, and my sister-in-law, she's been a sister, 33 years. She's a sister, little sister. All those things that I want to portray. A friend, somebody that can understand being shunned, a person that can understand being divorced, being a Christian and divorced. And
that's a hard one.
And being in pain and depression, all of those things, all of the, you guys throw a topic out there. And if I haven't gone through it, I guarantee God's going to bring somebody on in the chat or on this panel that you can be like, oh, wow, they understand.
Yeah.
They understand. Jennifer Hayes, I love, love, love her.
Oh.
And she understands. There's things she understands that what I'm going through.
Love you, Denise.
Denise understands. And Vicky understands. Hey,
And
Flavio.
probably a lot of others too.
Hey. And when anybody, anybody in maybe there's something we're going to end up of court, we're silly and all that. But first and foremost, God put me in front of this camera. When my laptop I could tell my laptop wasn't working correctly. And I was like, Lord, and I'd pray, oh, Lord, please let this go correctly today. Please let this go correctly. And then finally I told Casey, you know what? We're going in here and I gotta get a computer. God's he'll provide it. I said, so I'm just going in here. And it wasn't a laptop, it's a desktop. So maybe that's God's way of saying, no, you've got to stay in the kitchen. That's where I want you. Yes, I have a craft room. I thought that was going to be where I was going to be. But for some reason, the desktop is not in my bedroom. I can't put it in the middle room. So it's here. And that's why I think this is where God wants his message. Mm-hmm. Will there be times that I'll upload some videos from my craft room? Yes. But for some reason, he made a way. When I told my husband what I did, he said, okay. Well, when I got that email from StreamYard, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was like, what does this mean?
So I told my husband, I said, well, baby, I can cut out my makeup subscription. I can cut out, there's things I can cut out. And they have a thing called Super Chats, or, I can ask, I've got my PayPal stuff. He said, I don't want you to ask for any money from anybody. He said, we'll make a way. And you guys, I do have Super Chats. And, the first day paid for StreamYard, very first day. So that's God showing, God letting me know, this is where you're at. And this is what I want you to do. And yes, Vicki, the heart has always been, and that's what Casey said, Mama, just sit down at the table, around that kitchen table, and talk to people like you always talk to me and my friends. He said, you've always just sit there. And I've been silly. And the topics around this table, thank goodness they can't talk. Because thank you, Be Unique. Yes, God is good.
Yes, he is.
And you guys, each of you and anybody that comes across this and listens to it, and oh my gosh, that has stayed. I don't expect anybody to have been on.
You've already used a fourth of your quota.
But I think sometimes God has somebody out there.
Yes.
That, because I prayed before we come on, for God to at least touch one person out there. And if there was somebody, whether you're lurking or you come in, if there's somebody out there, and this was streamed on on Facebook. That's the new thing that, I'm able to do. Mm-hmm. That there's somebody out there, whether it's a friend or my family. Oh, 4-speed. He's done work the whole day and then come back.
Oh, how sweet.
So, I pray maybe, it's one of my family members that needs to hear this today. And, I love you guys. And but there's somebody that God wanted touched today.
Yes.
And so if I have, and God will tell me one day when I pass away, that all I want to hear is, well done, my child.
Yeah.
Well done, my
faithful
child.
servant.
I had rather hear that than depart from me, for I never knew you. What, you workers of iniquity. So, oh, Denise, I can't either. Kevin, he supported me in doing
Oh,
this.
thank you.
Kevin has supported me in everything about this. Years ago, could I tell Kevin, look, babe, I want a computer. I want to get on live.
I gotta say, I never would have thought I'd be on live.
Yeah.
Or have a channel or anything like that, and posting any videos, and feel comfortable in my own skin doing it.
But look, in just the past few months.
Oh yeah,
how God has blessed.
Yes.
How God has blessed, and it's amazing. And if I don't give God the shout out, if I don't give Him the main shout out, then what is my purpose?
Exactly.
What would it would be like the scripture talks about it would just be a clanging.
Oh.
So it would sound like the clanging. In other words,
awesome. 4-speed.
In other words, a timbrel would not have a sound, and that's what we are. Without God, we would just be empty. Yes, there's people that can talk about a lot of stuff, and people will flock to see. I tell people will go to see a train wreck sometimes quicker than they will a parade. So you guys, I pray, it is my prayer, we will always be your parade and never your train wreck. And with that, I love you guys, and I will see you in the morning.
Good day.
Don't drop that puppy. Don't
God
you
bless
drop that
your
puppy.
family, and your world.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.